G'day, welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Chems, and no good, idiotic, crazy public freakouts here on Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you, you still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe. This clip seems to be splitting opinions, so I want to hear yours, but let's tell you the story. So what's happened here is this lady's doing an Instacart order for someone, but refuses to get out of her car because she has her kid with her. So the person who ordered the stuff to his door has had to come out in the rain to grab his Instacart, and so this happens.
Why are you being rude and knocking on my door?
Give me the Instacart.
What are you doing? It's in the trunk. What are you
Give
doing?
me the Instacart.
I have my baby in the car. What are you doing?
I said, give me your Instacart.
What the f is wrong with this guy? I just pulled up. What the f is wrong with you? I just pulled up. And you're hitting my car.
I want my Instacart.
What the f is wrong with you? My child is in the car. You're yanking on my car. You're banging on my car. What the f is wrong with you? And you're shaking. I don't give a f. I'm taking it back to the store. Order it again.
Now, I personally think that the guy's reaction to this entire thing is a bit much and a bit over the top and very much unnecessary. Again, I always like to say, just keep calm, be kind and patient, even if the people around you aren't doing that, because it'll get you further in life. But also on the same note here, what do you expect is going to happen when you force someone to come and get their delivery when it's pissing down rain because you don't want to go inside and do your job? I don't know. And I get the idea that you have to take your kid with you because you probably can't afford a babysitter or there's no one else who can look after your kid for you in this point in time, so I can understand that. But then that's where you got to figure out how to best do your job here and not piss people off, especially when it's raining like it currently is. This person supposedly just hopped out of their car, which currently has a dog in it, but the car is still currently running, as you can hear slightly in the background of the video. Anyway, here we have a bunch of other people who are going off at her for leaving a dog in her car in the apparent heat of said car.
Why are you minding my business, though?
Because that dog is being tortured.
How is she being tortured?
You left her in your car. Are you stupid?
I haven't even got out the car yet, sir. I literally just pulled up.
You are out of the car.
I literally just pulled up. What are you guys talking about? And I told you to mind your business.
I didn't mind my business. That dog left in the car.
Like, what are you talking about? She's fine. The car is on. The air is on. So what are you guys talking about? Like, what's the problem? Karens, man.
Go for it.
But
It's open though. Go
you want to fill inside my car, lady? You're minding the wrong business. My car is on. My air is blowing. I have a husky.
I know you.
My air is blowing. Do you want to fill it to make you feel better, ma'am?
Yes.
This lady is sick. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, the car is currently on. I don't think there should be much more conversation to it than that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting in whether you're going to actually go into the shops or not, and whether you choose to leave your car on when you're in the shops or not, because then it becomes another question of like, okay, so what then? Do people now, like, people can get in your car, unless you have the second set of keys that your car might come with, then maybe you can leave the car on with the keys inside and use your second set of keys to lock the car. It's a thing you can definitely do, and it's quite funny. Anyway, this just seems to be a case of people getting way too involved in things that don't matter to them, especially considering that it might possibly because the person behind them is a person of color. I don't know. I don't want to assume racism, but it just seems awfully weird that they are very obsessed with this, even though the car's on. If you pay any attention to the noise, the car's on. You can hear it. This next one is a bit of a tough situation to just watch over. Basically, what's happened here is that something along the lines of a massive stuff up has occurred within the people who work with this landlord and various other things on those lines to pretty much lead to the fact that this person's house was completely emptied and had everything removed for the wrong reasons, because the people in charge, the landlords, wrongly assumed that they had already handed in their keys and had already left. And so now here we have the people who were living in that apartment who've now lost pretty much everything they own, as well as a bunch of priceless things you can't really get back, such as photos of various events in the years. Talking to them now, here's a clip.
I need an explanation for why my mom paid this month's rent, but y'all decided to go in there and clean all of the important stuff out. I have baby pictures in there. My mom has certificates in there. We have important stuff in there, and we paid the rent. And it's still not September 1st, but the apartment is already remodeled. So I need an explanation now, because we've contacted a lawyer, and you guys are getting sued.
Okay.
So this needs to be a part of that.
Okay. So,
What's the explanation?
so my understanding was that the keys were turned in by her
No.
last month.
No.
Okay.
My mom has a money order for the rent that was paid here. So explain that. A money order from July 31st to September August 31st.
Right. So I'm looking into it on that end. I'm not sure. My understanding was that she had turned in keys.
No, the rent was
And
paid.
I understand that.
Okay, so I need to understand what's going on. Where's the keys at? Do you have the keys?
Into the unit. That unit has already been.
Exactly. And the rent is
Okay.
paid.
So am I going to get a chance to talk, or
Yes.
should I just reclose
Yes.
the door? Okay, perfect. So as I stated, we're looking into the situation. My understanding was that she turned in keys to the unit, at which point the unit was then considered to be vacated.
So what
there are
about if the
oftentimes-
rent is paid?
Then
You're
that-
not
then
answering
that.
that.
Money will be refunded to her.
That is not an
For that.
option.
It is an option.
No,
The money
it's
would be
not. The
refunded
month
at
is
that point.
over.
It doesn't matter. But from when she paid, the money would be refunded from when she turned in
Okay,
keys.
she already had. Hold on, I'm finna open
So-
the door because he's the one who has it.
Okay.
He's the one who has the keys. He has everything.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I am good. And yourself?
Good. What's your name?
My name's Alicia.
Lisha.
Yes, sir.
So, when did you guys change the stuff in unit?
So I'm looking into that right now as well to figure out exact dates and such. My understanding was that they turned in keys to the unit at the beginning of this month in August.
Where's the keys? Right
We
here.
have the keys.
I understand
Well, what
that.
keys
We
were
also
turned
have-
in?
we
Where?
also
Let me see,
have-
Joe.
Hold
The
on,
keys were
hold
right
on.
there.
Hold on. So, if anybody was going to turn the keys in, that would be me or Alexis.
Okay, and so my understanding is that Alexis turned in keys for the unit,
Alexis,
and then that was when the unit was considered vacant.
Alexis, when did you turn in the keys to these guys?
I didn't turn in the keys. She knows she lying.
Okay.
I never turned in.
So
Okay.
the reason why I'm saying that is that I went, the email and everything that you guys sent, the correspondence, we have them. We will have up until the end of this month. I went to Walmart and paid the rent up to the end of this month. We have our stuff in there. I have both keys.
Both keys.
So if anybody was going to turn in any keys, that would be me, not Alexis. Because she don't have any keys to turn in.
Right, so I understand that, and I am not sure what happened. This is something that happened with my now former assistant manager. I'm figuring out this information today. So
They
she doesn't
tore
work
out
here
the
anymore.
rooms.
It doesn't matter.
They
But
tore
so-
out the rooms.
That doesn't matter.
No, I understand.
All our stuff
That
is
doesn't
gone.
matter.
100%, and I
I
understand.
have 2 shoes left.
That doesn't
So
matter.
I understand, like I'm saying to you, I'm working on figuring out on my end what happened, because this was not something that I was a part of. So my understanding was that I was told by her, she told maintenance, that keys were turned in and that unit was vacant, to trash it out and to go ahead and get ready with the make ready process. That was what she was told.
Okay, where are the keys?
So
where are the keys?
the keys
What
are,
key? Where are the keys?
Where are
at?
the keys?
we have a copy of the keys.
That's not the original
You're gonna
keys.
have- you're gonna-
I'm
you're
not
gonna-
gonna-
you're
we're not
have
gonna
the
do
copy.
Do you understand that valuable
I
things
do
were taken
understand.
out of the apartment?
I do understand.
I have things in there that are important. You're not closing any door, and we're staying here. The
Relax.
You guys are lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're sitting here lying. That's how valuable the stuff is that y'all threw away. Do you understand? Not only are you getting sued for the apartment, you're getting sued for emotional damage. Do you understand? The stuff is valuable. I don't care. You guys, and this is for the court so the judge knows how much I'm hurt about the things. All you guys are responsible. I don't care if it was a former anything. You're responsible now. The heck? All you and you guys are sitting here lying. Yes, you are. Pull out the keys. Pull out the keys. Pull out the keys.
I just need her to either stop screaming or to walk away.
Obviously, what's happened here looks to be something of a giant stuff-up from someone down the chain, if the landlord is to be believed, which personally I think it's probably the case, because I don't know why a landlord would do something this egregious when they, live in America, you know, the country of the lawsuit. They will take you to court and take a lot of money from you because you've literally got rid of tens of thousands of dollars of possessions, let alone acknowledging the priceless ones. So I genuinely do believe that there was a colossal stuff up somewhere down the line, and the landlord hasn't put in enough checks and balances to double check this type of stuff so it doesn't happen. Because why didn't you yourself make sure you had all the original keys? Because I understand most landlords and real estate agents will usually have a copy of the main keys of a house, purely because, you know, maintenance workers, let's say they need to come in to fix some pipes or replace some dying fans or clean the air, or do what maintenance workers need to do that is the responsibility of the landlord / real estate. You can't guarantee the people who are currently living there in the rental are going to be home at the time. Yeah, you give them the heads up this is going to be happening and give them a chance to at least organize someone to be there. But, you know, some households, everyone is going to be at work at the normal times where people will come and do maintenance things. And so these maintenance workers will have to get in some way or another. And that is its own can of worms that we're not opening here because this is already going to be a bit discussion here anyway. So it makes sense that she would have a copy of the keys. But wouldn't you want to double check that you have all the keys, especially when you're about to clear out the apartment, just to make sure that you're doing the right apartment and everything is as you've been told, to avoid stuff up like these? I hope that's what this person does moving forward, and anyone who is a landlord watching this will also do that to make sure this stuff doesn't happen. Because that is just someone's life possessions just gone. You can't get that back. It's all long gone. It's been thrown out. It's been trash. It's been crushed. All the priceless photos and memories and all the pictures and all that is just gone. That there's not much you can do about that. Money can't replace certain things, and that's just where we are. In this next clip, we got a racist Karen at a shopping store.
It says 49 cents. You heard me. I asked you what country you're from. That says exactly what it says up there.
What did you say?
It doesn't say that.
Did you say what country I'm from?
Yeah. I said that you can't understand that English written right up there.
Miss, I have lived in America just like you did. Now get out my store.
Boo.
Get out my store.
I'll dispute
Boo.
Oh,
Boo.
please.
Boo. You're the problem.
Oh, yeah?
Boo.
I better guess again, pal.
It's $1.20. Boo. You're white trash. White trash. White trash.
You're not allowed to wear barefooted. Sure we are.
I love how the first thought from a lot of Karens is when they see someone who is of color or a different race than just being a white Caucasian person, they stumble on some form of English. It's like, oh, what country are you from? Oh, you don't speak English? Oh, it's like, even though I speak in English, far out, that's a great example of that. Even though I've literally only spoken English my entire life, I still stumble on the simplest of damn things because, herder, I'm human. Whoa. This guy here catches a pair of people stealing some stuff from some shops and just records them. Just because.
That's hella embarrassing, dude. Look at this shit. No plates, right? But I got video of you, though.
Broke ass bitches. Get a job.
Hey, my mama got a job. Look at y'all. Look at you, take a video. Y'all are embarrassing. Y'all are good.
Hey, let me have it. I'm going to go to jail anyways.
I'm good. Y'all are stupid as y'all really got no life. I'm post y'all over Facebook. Y'all go get caught.
You might be wondering, why don't they make an attempt to stop them? And I say it's probably a good thing they don't, because this is America. You never know what's going to happen next if you choose to get involved with something along these lines. Like, you're already playing a dangerous game recording a group of people who are stealing. You never know if they may whip out a gun because they don't like you recording them. And also, second thing, have these guys ever packed a car before? Or is the boot and back seats just full? Because why is he grabbed a whole bunch of stuff and was going to hop into the driver's seat with the stuff in his hand? Like, that's just stupid and extraordinarily, I know you're already risking a lot of things, but you really want to get yourself killed while driving because you got a bunch of stuff in your lap and you crash and the airbag just pops it all into your chest. Like you're just so stupid, really. Here we've got a guy who's either high on drugs or very, very drunk, or maybe a mixture of both, and also may potentially have some form of mental issues because he accuses his neighbor of apparently replacing the post of his fence. Yeah, what's the clip?
On the camera, changing the poles, putting the nails in, driving nails from the other side. We're going to court. We're going to court.
Okay.
You're a dumb. Moving the posts, replacing the poles, when I got before and after pictures and a video camera hidden.
That's fine.
Are you stupid or what?
I didn't touch anything.
You didn't?
No.
Who did?
How would I know? That's what I tried telling you last night.
How do you know?
How do I know? Because I know what I do and what I don't do.
Because you know what you do and you don't do?
Right.
Who's been with my fence, on your property when you're there watching the whole time?
Why would I be
holes in my not fence, looking into my garage? You seen it? Why don't you take a look for yourself?
Listen, I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Explain this, Willem.
No, I'm not explaining nothing.
You see that red fence post over there? The cops have already seen it and been there.
That's fine.
That red fence post matches the paint on your property over there.
That's fine.
And we seen you move it.
Okay. I told you I didn't do it. Say what?
You're done.
What do you mean I'm done?
You're done. You don't know who I know. Call your boys. Call your Porsche boy. I know where he lives.
You gotta step up.
Right across
my property. You gotta get off my property. Please.
Right across the bridge there in Gulfstream. I know where that motherfucker is.
Smell like alcohol.
What are you doing? Cops are up your mother because they seen it all. They're up your.
Okay.
You want to play games and change my fence posts out?
Listen, I'm not doing anything. You're totally crazy.
See who drives nails from this side of the fence into that side. Bullshit, motherfucker. I've got pictures on my camera. I got video. You're gonna get pushed.
Understand. Stay off my property.
Start making phone calls, motherfucker.
I don't need to.
Start calling the police. Start calling the landlord.
Listen.
We all got your.
Listen, you're drunk. Step off my property. I'm not doing anything to you. You're drunk. Step off my property, please.
I'm off.
You know, I'm genuinely curious. Why would a person go out of the way to replace a core post of a fence? Just to replace it. What's the bloody point of that? Like, genuinely speaking, like, it just sounds so stupid to me just right off the bat. Let alone the additional fact that he, according to the guy who records, he smells like alcohol and he seems a little bit loony and is just really obsessed. It's like, you're done, man. You don't know who I know. I know where your friend lives. You know, the guy, that posh guy. Like, jeez, man, you're making threats, you're doing everything. If we had a bingo card for the worst, from what Karens can say, we probably got a bingo right about now. In this next clip, we got a Karen at what I'm assuming is a bank not happy with how she's being talked to.
You're not explaining a question that I'm asking you, and when I'm asking you about, okay, if this is not active, like dude, get your supervisor. Get your supervisor. Find a supervisor. Are you a supervisor? Can you grab one? Okay. You need a reality check for somebody to really get you. Beat that ass. That's what you need. You need somebody to beat that ass. Come here, baby. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I do work for the county, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm high and mighty and I can talk below to people. I know who I work with. I know who I work for. You're not going to talk to me that way, so don't come over here and tell me to lower my tone. You need to go address him in the way he speaks to people.
Thank you. If you don't like that, then you can go get a supervisor and we can have that conversation. Okay, so then you should come over here and speak to your employee and not speak to me.
Hello. Yes.
Sir, please go. Please go so I can get this done. Please go.
Got no response to that one. That was just an interesting clip. We're going to move on with our day. This door-to-door salesman has some extreme dedication to his job, attempting to do some door-to-door knocking whilst a tornado siren is going off in the background. Here's the clip.
Hi, ma'am. It's a whole tornado outside.
I know, I was already...
Yeah, go on somewhere. We in cover.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that.
Well, why are you still standing there, honey? Yeah, go ahead.
You okay?
Yeah, you okay? It's a tornado outside.
I'm just in the neighborhood.
Yeah, go home. What's goddamn scooter? Now this shit don't make no sense. You can't make this shit up.
Was that a sequence? Oh my god. I don't even know, like, I mean, I don't even know what to say to this one. That's just ridiculous. Like, man doesn't seem to know what's going on. He's just doing his job, and then he rides away on one of those Segway unicycle thingy-bobs. I forget what they're called. All I know is, like, several years ago, those things were exploding and having lots of issues. So people, like, that was its own. Like, I don't even know where to start. This is just such a wacky clip. Here we have a manly man who's doing manly things by trying to start fights with fast food workers because he can't control his own anger. Let's get into the clip.
Come on, you little shit. Come on. I'm gonna kill you. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, you little bro. Come on. Come on, you ain't shit. Come on. No, come on. Hold on. Come on. What you trying to do? Come on. This ain't gonna hurt me. You're a little shit. I'll show you what a little shit can you. Come on. You're a bum. You're a little shit. Tacos. You're a bum. Come on. You're a bum, bro. Come on. I got in your face. You didn't do nothing, bro.
What the hell? It's alright,
beat me up, bro.
It's not worth
it. He's crazy, he's crazy.
Because I'm like, yo, because I told him you gotta wait because we're making your order. He's mad.
No, yeah, I saw.
You saw he gets in my face. He didn't do nothing, bro. I'm outside. And he's telling me to go outside when I was just there, bro.
It's not your fault, bro. He's crazy, he's crazy.
I nicely asked him to park in the front, same thing I did to you. Now he's getting in my face.
He's crazy, bro. Don't worry.
Like, what?
Oh crap, this guy's mad. The guy in the Jeep.
I do think it should be made clear we have no idea how we got here in the first place, but by the sounds of that person behind the camera who's another customer, hopefully, it doesn't seem like the response was warranted in any way, shape, or form. Well, granted, it doesn't matter what it was, unless the guy threatened to kill him or something along those lines. That type of response was so unnecessary and so obtusely over the top. Like, he completely lost it. He dropped his balls and was pissed at everyone else about it because that happened, so he decided to go on a rampage and then drove away in his Jeep. What a manly man. This guy brought his dog onto the train with him on his way home, and well, his dog decided to jump on another person. The person's reaction to this isn't exactly what I would say the greatest reaction. Here's a clip.
My dog gets trained.
Well, obviously he not, because he just jumped on me.
And like I'm saying,
I'm not overreacting. I am allergic to dogs, and your dog just jumped on me.
You're still overreacting.
No, I'm not. I don't care. Keep their dog. First of all, you cannot control your dog. I watched your dog go in this lady's bag and all of that. No, I'm not. Y'all do too much. With these dogs on the train. Y'all do too much.
You're still overreacting.
No, I'm not. And if you recorded me, I hope you not recording me because I'm not talking to you no more.
Oh, but your problem was with me, right?
Oh, but I just told him if he's recording me. So shut the up.
Really, miss? Really?
Exactly.
Really? Do you need to go that far?
Yes.
You're overreacting.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That dog jumped him on me.
All right,
That's no such thing as a Stop recording me.
And has my
Your
dog done
guy just
anything
told
to
you
you
to
since
stop
I
recording me.
I can do whatever I want.
All right.
I apologize.
All right.
I ain't got no dog, bro. You better worry about that.
I don't care.
warned you.
Yes, you are recording. You are recording.
Look, I get it, honestly. I don't, like, is this a bit of an overreaction? Maybe. This would purely depend on your own opinion on this type of thing. Personally, I think that you shouldn't let your dog just do that unless, like, the person is actively going, hey, come here, and wants to pat the dog or something along those lines. Like, I don't, like, you should be trying to hold your dog pretty much next to you when you're on the train. There are people who could be allergic to the dog. There are people who could have, like, a full-on fear of dogs, and that could cause issues there. Like, you don't know what people have when it comes to potential issues with dogs. If the person shows that they want to give affection to the dog, like we see later in this clip, another person is patting the dog and all that, then okay, let the dog approach that person. But you shouldn't just let it happen. Genuinely. I do get the reason to this reaction. Is it a bit of an overreaction? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't really agree to that one. I do get her reaction here, and yeah, maybe you should... Yeah, your dog might be trained, but maybe you should be more human and accept that there are some people who might be allergic, might have issues with dogs, and it's probably best to, unless the person actively shows they want to give affection to the dog, keep the dog by your side. You got a leash for a reason. Make use of it? I don't know. Here we have a very upset and aggressive Kevin going over their neighbors, threatening to fight them.
Knows all day. Walk away, or you won't have the chance to, bruh. You're trying to intimidate me.
I'm not trying to intimidate you.
Then stop staring at the house. Don't touch me. Because if I touch you, I'll punch you.
He's not touching me.
You tried to shake my hand. You got glasses on, use them.
Well, so if he's trying to shake...
I don't care. At this point, it's a respect thing. I told him to stop staring at the house. Dude, walk away or I'm going to stop. Walk away or I'm going to stop it. I'm not going to... Then walk. You're trying to intimidate somebody by staring at our house. Walk at our property, you're staring at
them cats.
So walk away before I can't stop
I see them cats in the road, I'm gonna run their ass over.
Do you want me to have him put his hands on you?
And I'm promising you're not gonna want to.
So walk away,
because
bro.
I'm an MMA
We already went back on our property, you're staring.
He's using them fighting words because we can all clearly see that he's a bit stuttery, he's probably a bit nervous as to actually turn into an actual fight, or maybe he just can't speak at all and that's why he's all reliant on the fighting part of the entire thing. Either way, crazy people do crazy things and that's just what it is here and completely stupid. Here we have the neighborhood Karen who seems to be a bit loony, taking her dogs out for a walk and after coming back decides to go off at her neighbor for apparently getting her fired. Let's watch the clip.
My dogs are afraid of me because of you. This is you. Fucking bitch.
Here, and it looks like you are too. We'll be right there.
Really? Where's your mom? If you don't work and ring the doorbell, bitch, you cost me my job. You cost me my fucking job. How cost you your job? You called. I work for the city. I used to work for the city. You called the city because I dropped a glass off my goddamn. I did not fucking call the city, ma'am. We have our issues, but I what you did.
No, I did not.
You called the law on me.
But I didn't call the city.
Yeah, you called the law on me. I lost my job because of you.
Well, that's not my issue.
Yeah, it is your issue because you can't control your kids.
Ma'am, you was cussing at the little white girl. I got you up. My camera records.
Really?
She was down here on the steps and you came out cussing. Do you want me to show you the video? I got you on fucking camera cussing at the little girl and I showed it to the office. And I showed it to her and I showed her and I showed it up to you on camera cussing at the little kid. So you was too fucking drunk to hold your fucking liquor, so you dropped a fucking glass on the kids. That's not my fucking issue. That's your issue. Learn how to hold your fucking liquor. That's what you need to do. Learn how to hold your fucking liquor. That's not my issue. You lost your job.
My issue is you called the law on me.
Okay, you dropped a fucking glass on the kids.
Because these kids is screaming at my dogs, and I had to jump up.
The first thing I just want to point out here, did anyone else notice how that dog was acting? Is it just me, or did that dog seems very uncomfortable and unhappy in its current position in life? Like it was sitting there, not doing anything. She has no idea how to operate that lead by the clearest of degrees, considering she was trying to pull it to get the dog to start walking, but failed miserably. And then when the dog started walking, when it was going down the stairs, it was moping in a way, and the dog's tail was tucked between its legs. Now that just might be because the dog's tail don't work no more, but I doubt it. It seems like that dog is genuinely unhappy, potentially distressed, and various other things if it's not even willing to go out for a walk. And considering the actions of this person later in the clip, that wouldn't be too surprising that the dog's home life is a bit miserable. Anyway, moving along from that one, by the sounds of the story here, it turns out that one night this person got obscenely drunk and then started doing obscene things in the neighborhood, potentially doing some wrong things towards the kids, and ultimately the neighbor here whose doorbell we're looking at called the cops on them to get them arrested, to potentially hope that it would clear up the ordeal because they were going a bit loony. And ultimately, because she works with the city, it got back to the city itself and they decided to fire her, to terminate her contract because of her disorderly conduct with someone else who lives in the city. That's probably what happened here, and this Karen is a bit of a lunatic. I wouldn't be too surprised if she's drunk right now with this in this clip, considering the way she's swaying around when she's trying to stand still, and she's now just trying to blame it on her neighbor when it's entirely her fault. Here we have, in my opinion, a very bizarre situation. Basically, so Hawaiian culture, Samoan culture, Pacific Islander culture as a whole, honestly, has this little thing with graduations where they have these flower necklaces, aka called leis, and it's just a thing they wear on graduation days. But here, this school here wasn't exactly happy with letting this one student do that, and caused a whole plethora of issues here, which culminated into this clip here. I'll talk a little bit more about it after the clip. Here's a clip.
We watch it every year.
Okay. So then on the webinar,
it doesn't matter.
We made it very clear.
So we
that
went to the district to get permission, but you guys didn't want to call the district.
Our family permits the leis. We gift the leis.
It's Hawaiian tradition to celebrate after the ceremony.
No, are you Hawaiian?
During the ceremony, all of us walked across with leis.
How many Hawaiians do you have in your family?
It takes us years to get these leis. We don't get these every graduation.
I'm so sorry, but we
You're not sorry. I don't want to hear sorry. I want my daughter to be on that field walking with her traditional garb like every one of my other family members in the past have graduated. That's what I want, because she deserved it.
We have other students that
Did they go to the district and ask for permission?
Well, he asked. He got to wear it when he graduated. He asked. He got to wear it when he graduated.
Every one of my
So
my
I don't get
child.
it.
You don't have my permission to videotape me, so please stop videotaping.
Public school, it doesn't matter.
But I am saying
no, you don't
have
have
permission.
Okay, I won't videotape you. I'll videotape
She
her.
doesn't need permission.
But we'll hear you.
Okay, so the ceremony is going. We're just needing
I know
to
the
know what the
ceremony is going.
decision. What's the decision?
Do you want to walk down there with your leis?
on that
You're going to
field.
walk.
I see people wearing their cultural banners, and just like her Hawaiian
I mean, you
flag.
might as well tell Christian people not to wear a cross. And the graduation?
It's just a simple flower lay and our flag.
I know what you're saying, Mijo, and it's a different principle from when
It's
you
not a
guys
principle.
when you guys.
This is a
graduated.
lifestyle. This is my culture.
None of the schools.
This is
in the
discrimination
district-
against my culture. I don't care what the other school is. This is this school. This is this district.
All of our schools have the same policy.
It's not, I don't care. Policy isn't law. Policy isn't right.
Can we make an
I had
This
Dr.
is a cultural. This is
I
a
had Dr.
cultural
Cook
thing.
on my side when I graduated last year, and he
Folks,
allowed me.
we're running out of time. Like Ms. Santana said, we need a decision for you.
Do you want to walk
Make
with
the
your
decision.
legs?
Well, she's
He
made a
wants to walk
decision.
with his
She
legs.
wants to walk, she can't wear it. So it's up to you. If you want to walk, you do it, and then you can take this to the district.
It's going to the district.
However you want to do
It's
it.
going to the
You're running
district.
out of- I mean, they're going to start calling names in about 6 minutes. So what do you want to do?
Do the right thing and let her walk down there.
Sure, we're past that point.
said
So
that she-
We're not past that point. Go down there with your lays.
No.
Go down there with your lays. Let them tackle you. See what happens. Go down there with your lays,
Sir,
baby.
I'm sorry. We need you to be more level-headed.
No, I am level-headed.
Okay.
Go with your lays.
There's not really been much more updates post this clip since like a month ago. We do know that they were just escorted off the property and were pretty much told to come and collect her diploma on a later date, aka making sure that she wasn't allowed to partake in typical graduation practices with the rest of her cohort, which is just wild to me. Because I see this as a very simple thing. Like, I don't get why this is bad. I don't understand why you wouldn't be okay with them doing the traditional graduation thing along these lines. It's not going to harm anyone. It's not like other people are also doing the same thing of their following their own traditions and culture for how to do graduations. Like, in my graduation in 2018, which probably is a good side of my age if you can understand things, the school I went to, I think probably about 30% of it was Samoans. And, well, when it came graduation day, they had plenty of these. All of them had a lei and walked up there and graduated with a lei. And it was a really cool experience to see all these people like just being allowed to embrace their culture and sharing it with everyone else who was partaking that day. It was really cool. I genuinely, outside of discrimination or some stupid political thing, I don't get what is so wrong with doing this. Like, why refuse to let her do that? It's not going to hurt anyone. It legitimately is something that just confuses me on why. It makes no sense why this matters so much like this. You have to say, no, you can't do that. Because ultimately, this is just going to lead to these parents taking it further up the chain until they get what they want, because it is kind of stupid. But I suppose that's what it is. You've ruined someone's graduation for your own reason for something. I don't know. It's stupid, really. Here we have a guy who thinks it's a bright idea to shoot their shot at a lady who's currently sitting inside of her car minding her own business.
Yeah, yes.
How are you?
Do you need something?
No. So what's the name?
Why?
No. I'm just like she's like a same face. What's the name?
I don't know you.
No, I'm not who. I'm only just asking. She's like my friend. The same face you.
Okay.
Why you snap? Yeah.
Cause why are you coming up to my car? I'm just minding my business. You should do the same.
Okay. I'm just asking you.
Really? Really, man? You get that desperate? What is this here? Like, I'm genuinely confused why you thought this was ever gonna go well. Seriously. And also, does my man here have a dollar bill inside of his phone case? Here we have a very racist man in Tim Hortons, Vancouver, Canada, doing some very crazy things. Here's a clip.
Here, bugger this bullshit. Give me the money back. Quit around. I need to give you my hard-earned money. You're gonna get smart with me about it either. Not in this part of Canada. Not before I go to work. I don't want to hear your liberal foolishness of equality. There is no excuse for you. Just give the money back to the man. We don't have to be around like this. Shouldn't have come here to begin with. I can't understand a word you're saying. Can it cost? What does can it cost me? Go over there.
Hi there.
Get out from here.
What's that?
Go outside.
Quiet! Do as you're told. I don't want to hear your mouth anymore. And the rest of your foolish scum. We decide what happens in this part of Canada, not you. Lady, you're going to meet my girlfriend, and she doesn't like mouthy little like you. So watch your sucker.
Did you hear it?
Watch your sucker, I said. Yes. How can I help you now?
We don't need you to have difficulties.
Hey, this square cannon is run by men like me. Don't shoot the balls off on my streets.
Get out.
Okay? Smarten up.
No, here.
Quiet.
You'd be surprised to know this guy actually got charged for causing a public disturbance for this entire incident here, and you would probably be less surprised to know that he's done stuff like this before and has copped fines and stuff for that before. In 2016, he went on some form of racist tirade against a woman and her son in Vancouver City Hall SkyTrain station, which he eventually pled guilty to the assault and uttering threats, which is just kind of funny to say the least, but also very disappointing that there's just people exist like this. Why can't we be nice? This guy starts going off at a garbage worker for apparently not cleaning up the mess that he created when he picked up the trash can and emptied it into his truck. Here's the clip.
Clean it up. Yeah. Put your phone over there on that. See the garbage? See the garbage? Second time you've done that. Come on. Get your ass out here. Clean it up. Come on. Yeah, clean it up. Clean it up every time. Every time you come to my neighborhood, you don't clean it up. Go ahead. Get your ass over there. Clean it up. Come on. Come on. Let me help you. Come on. Come on. Camera's not going to do anything, dude. Yeah, get it. Get it. Clean it up. Clean it up. Yep, that's right. Put it in the trash can. Come on. Second time I've had to stop you. Last time... Yeah. No, I've had to chase this guy down. Okay. He had trash everywhere.
Everywhere, but it was the crows. You overpiled that thing.
Yeah, and he leaves it on the fucking ground. I don't care. Listen, this isn't about you. You go back to your house.
I know.
Go back to your house.
The crows took it all, threw it all on the ground. I've got you. Look on my video camera.
I don't
show you. But take it easy on the guy.
This guy, it's the second time this lazy mother drives to the end and just leaves the trash on the ground because you're lazy. You're lazy.
The trash on the ground was not his fault.
Put it in the trash can. Keep it.
So according to the other guy who got involved here, it's not the garbage guy's fault at all. It's just the fact that this guy overfills his bin, doesn't bother trying to crush it in better so that the lid can close, and of course, crows being crows, pick at it and make a mess. And it's like, I'm sorry, but it's not the garbage man's job to clean up after your own mistakes here. They're there to use their truck and their mechanical arms to grab the bin, toss it into the truck, put the bin back down, and move on. It's called efficiency. This has to get done in a very reasonable amount of time, and these things are made to be as efficient as they possibly can. They're not there to hop out of the truck and clean up giant messes that are there because of your own mistakes of how you've chosen to overfill your bin and not properly account for the fact that, crows exist and they're going to pick at the rubbish until it goes everywhere. Though in saying that, if a garbage truck driver does accidentally make a mess when they're trying to empty garbage, then it is on them to clean it up in that case. But here it's not that, it's the crows doing it. These guys are participating in some form of fitness challenge, and here they are running down a public street when this obviously retired couple who obviously do absolutely nothing in their lives and find it very boring have come out to go off at them for running down the street and making noise.
Wow. He didn't even finish. Yeah, how's it going?
How are you doing?
We're doing a race up the street.
Excuse me. This is a public
you guys
street,
running
not
a
your
business out of here?
business.
Because I'm going to call the city. This is
Call
bullshit.
the city. This is a street. What the are you talking about?
This is not a place where you're
We're
running. This
running
is
up
not
and down
a
the
gym.
street. I know it's not a gym. I'm running up and down the street. Call the police then. This is a street.
I will.
Go. Call the police.
Do you need to be...
You guys are living too large in the neighborhood.
While you
filming
do
it? We're doing one race. We're done.
No.
Do you need to come out here and threaten me?
Again. This is
so what? This is a street. Do you own the street?
No.
It's not a street. What are you talking about? It's a street.
It's a neighborhood.
It is
you know
a street.
exactly what we're talking about.
It is a street, and he owns a house. It's a street.
Shit, so do we.
Who gives a? I got.
Who gives a?
We'll just I got it. Dumbass. Call the cops. Call the cops. It's okay, Dom. I got it.
He's New Yorkin.
Yeah, he is New Yorkin.
It's unbelievable.
What are you talking about unbelievable? We're doing a fitness challenge. Who cares?
I know, but you've done it multiple times.
No, we haven't done this in over a month.
Okay, but multiple times. It gets everybody excited. The dog's screaming because it's a lot of noise, and that's not.
Cool.
What
So come out here respectfully and tell me to leave. Don't come out and yell at me. How about that?
Well, because it's not the first time you talked to
We haven't been here in a month.
We haven't talked to you.
and I don't know.
Cool, call the police. Tell them you own the street.
Exactly, so you never talk to us, you dumbass.
Yeah. Disrespectful people. Good job, guys. Let's go and film the conclusion. Away from these people that think they own everything, bro. I'm sick of these.
How retired must you be to care this much about a group of adults just running down a street together and having a good time? I genuinely wonder. I can only imagine if we had this type of people living in the neighborhood I used to live in when I was younger, because very often, most of the neighborhood would just play cricket on the damn street and have a hell of a time. There'd be a lot of noise, there'd be a lot of things, there'd be balls flying everywhere. You know, it was a really good time. I can only imagine if there was this type of retired couple who don't like any noise happening, coming out just to be grumpy. Because it's just like, it's really, really stupid. Who cares? As long as they get off the road when a car starts coming down the street, then who cares? This is probably the most peculiar clip I've seen so far, and that's saying a lot considering what I have seen so far. But anyway, this person here is doing their come here to the store, do some shopping, get some fake eyelashes, whatever. It doesn't particularly matter to the story too much. And it seems like this other person got caught attempting to steal something from this store. So what happens? When they get caught, they lock the doors, which is a reasonable thing. They are allowed to do that. If they have a good belief that you did steal something, they can stop you from leaving. The problem is she's not doing it so they can call the cops and get the cops here. No. She makes the attempt to mother this person caught stealing in a very cringe, honestly wacky way of doing so. Even hugs her multiple times in this clip. Here's the clip.
Get out this store. You locking me in your store. You trying to fight me? Like, miss, get me out your store already. Okay, so what's... I said sorry to you. I said, come on, let's go. Get me out your store. You said you want me out your store. You still got me locked in your store. So you was trying to lock me out from the get-go.
Everybody's in here.
No, everybody's not in here. Get me out your store, miss.
Say sorry.
I said sorry to you, and I want to get out your store.
Please.
Like, I want to get out your store.
I want you to behave. Look.
Get me out this store.
Listen. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm not finna break my nail.
Hey, I'm not fit to either. I just got my shit done. She just said she could let me out the store.
Okay, well, I don't have right. You doing all that arguing and going back and forth.
Right, but you're trying to lock me in your store. You don't
already
have no
locked in your store. You didn't have no jurisdiction to come in here and steal this shit.
Unlock me out your store, miss. You have no reason to have me locked in your store. You have your merchandise, you have whatever. You have no reason to lock me in your store. No, I don't want a hug, baby. Get off of me, yo.
Please.
All right, get a hug. All right, come on, let's go. Get me out your store. So I gotta go. I have to go. I don't have time to keep talking, baby. I gotta go. All right, I'll forget you too.
Because y'all actually want to give me that week back. Like, I ain't got time to take it.
Okay, let me go. I gotta go. My people is gonna leave. Okay, my people gonna leave. Okay, can you let me out the store? Please, let me out the store. Okay, good.
My daughter's in the car by herself.
Good. Can you let me out? Thank you. Out, baby. Okay, hurry up. Thank you. Come on, let's go.
You learn your lesson.
No, I didn't. I'm American. Come on, let's go.
What did she just say? She didn't learn her lesson?
You think it's being funny, miss? Come on.
It's not funny.
Miss.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Exactly. Thank you. Because you're at the point where you're just holding me hostage now.
No, I just want you to be a good girl.
No.
Y'all want to be hostage.
Let her go.
Well, that could have been worse, I suppose. I really don't know how to feel about the whole forcing a hug on her type thing. But anyway, moving along. At least she's got a fun story to tell to her friends about what happened when she tried to steal from this one store. Because that is a funky story to retell. It's weird and very... It's odd, to say the least. But hey, it all worked well, I suppose? I don't know. Here we have an unhappy customer that's apparently not getting treated right and wants the manager, but this staff member decides not to call the manager until a little bit later.
Chat 12?
No, I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do. Look at you. Hella mad. Can't even see. Look, yeah, your hand up. You're still getting recorded. And I'm putting you on yo.
Okay, do that.
Your jacket dirty and hella shit. Like, I'm not playing no more, bro. Call the manager. You need to give a fuck, bitch.
I don't.
You need to give a fuck, bitch, because you need this job.
No.
You do, bitch. You do.
I actually don't.
You do. You fucking do.
No.
You do, bitch. You do. Call the manager. Call the police. Bitch, I'll call them for you.
Ivan, can y'all come down here? Because Michaela is down here and she's being...
You don't know me. Don't say my name like you know me. Don't say my name like you know me.
She's recording me.
Yes, I am.
And I'm about to call the cops.
Call him. Call him. Call him.
All right, can y'all hurry up?
Call him.
It's about to get escalated.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. They shouldn't have hired you. You don't have good customer service. This must be your first job. That's crazy. You know my name. So keep huffing and puffing. Blow your wolf down. Blow the house down. I don't give a fuck about you calling them again. And yes, I'm here. Again.
Hello.
Hi. So you the manager, right?
I'm an acting manager.
Exactly. And she could have just fucking called you when I just told her to call you.
Okay.
Very interesting way to approach the manager when she does finally appear, and from what we can tell before the clip ends with the funny TikTok noise in the background, just like the manager sounds like they're about to go off at the person going, okay, calm down. Like, it just sounds like one of those, like, the manager's not gotten the great impression of you and what you're going on about here, especially considering the moment they appear in the room, you're just going off on another rampaging nonsense, something, I don't know. It just seems wild to me that this is how some people act in situations like these. Here we have an Australian business owner appealing to some very interesting tactics when it comes to dealing with one-star reviews.
He was screaming for his life. I feel like... Is that... Go to the police. Go to the police. Please go to the police.
Don't worry.
Please go to the police.
Don't worry, we already have.
Okay, that's great. I'll wait for them to call me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll wait for them to call me. Thank you.
You're welcome, darling.
Anything else?
Yeah, you're fat and you're really ugly.
I'm fat and ugly.
Yeah, you're horrible.
At least you... I'm a horrible person who's fat and ugly. I'll put that on your business page and see how people feel about you telling people they're fat and ugly. Fat and ugly.
Hideous.
I'm hideous.
You're hideous.
That's fine. If somebody as gross as you wants to tell me I'm hideous, I'm doing something right.
How can you abuse...
You'll literally come to me and step in my face and you expect me...
Stop. You came for me.
Please came for me.
In my business.
No, that's fine. This is fine. No, that's fine.
You are a liar.
Please, please. Just personal distance.
What do you mean? She came for my business.
So that means you're allowed to step in my space.
And I don't even know.
I will be going to the police. Don't worry. That's fine. I'll be.
Do you understand what a turn up is?
I don't think you have a multi-million-dollar business.
I didn't say I did.
What's your bank account?
Yeah, because I hang out with dogs. Well, I have a $0 bank account.
She put people down based on their success. That's your problem.
Oh yeah, I'm really jealous. I'm really jealous of your what's wrong with what I'm wearing? I'm at a park. What else should I be wearing?
Oh, did I say interesting tactics? No, I just mean abuse. I mean, there's no way to really sum this up. Like, yeah, maybe the one-star review wasn't a genuine good one-star review and they had no reason to do that. But they definitely do now, especially with this experience, and the clip's now posted online, so this is probably going to do far more harm to your small business than what would have occurred for a simple one-star review that you may or may not have gotten. Like, I just don't get the idea behind this. It's like, oh, this person gave me a one-star review, let me meet them in public and then go off with them in their faces. Like, that is a bright idea. Obviously it's not. It's backfired. This clip's now here on this channel. Good job. You've done amazing. Typical Australian. Don't know when to stop. Wait a minute. Here we head down under as your local bogan is very upset at a couple of people riding their bikes who rode around a roundabout, weren't going as fast as they humanly possibly can because, you know, they're bicycles. They're not going to go as fast as a goddamn vehicle. And this guy's upset that he had to slow down to get around the bicycles.
Why would you go then? You know you're on a bike. Think logical. You can't get around... Well, let me talk. You can't get around the roundabout fast enough. So, logical, as no, in a car, you go 20 k's under the speed limit, you'll get pulled over and lose your license. What about you guys?
Right, okay. So what you're saying is, we should stop in the middle of a roundabout.
So you don't have to give way to the
No,
right,
I'm
which
saying
is the law.
if you're incapable of applying to road rules like everyone else, go to the side, and when it's
There
safe,
is no-
it's like crossing a road. If I
Okay.
cross a road,
There is no minimum speed limit for a bicycle.
see, that's bullshit.
Well,
So that's where
I'll tell
you
you
need
what.
to use your brain and be a human part of society.
Well, maybe you should work on some comprehension skills and learn how to write and contact your member of parliament if you've got an issue with the laws, mate.
I'm not going to talk to this little pleb.
Little pleb.
Follow the rules. We're following the rules, so you don't have to give way to the right. You want us to break the rules,
No,
so you don't have to give way to the right.
logical and think
No,
as
no,
a
no, no,
human.
no. There's no logical road.
Well, maybe you
What we
should
need
treat
to
us
do
as
is
human
both of
beings instead of swearing at us,
So
threatening
if
our
someone
lives with your
crosses
motor
a
vehicle.
red light, and you can clearly see they've gone past the red light, are you going to continue?
What do you mean? Say that again. You've lost me there. No, genuinely, you did. I didn't quite get that.
Okay, so I see you're allowed to go. All right?
You are. Yes. So you've got to give way to the right.
So you've just acknowledged that we had the right of way and you came into the roundabout threatening our lives. No, I'm not going to shut up.
You've been quiet, you're scared, shut up. At least you can talk to me like a man. You're a little shut up. You can tell you don't even work. Look at you.
You can. How can you tell that I don't work, mate?
Bro, I can tell from the personality you could probably go home and you're a vegan. F off. At least he has the decency to let me talk and then speak, and you just straight cut me off because you can't handle your emotions because you're a little.
I really don't think name calling is helping, is it? Let's be honest.
What's name calling got to do with this? Well, so you've got to be a little and worry about my name calling.
I thought we were resolving the name calling, mate.
What? I'm having a conversation with him, and you come and pick your little times when you can talk because you're uncomfortable to be a man. So when you want to be a man, speak to me.
Okay, well, how about you shut the f*** up, get off the road, get back in your car.
I ain't going to do shit, bro. You can't tell me what to do.
Anyway, look, I don't know this gent. We just rode up behind him. And probably you've got a nice meal waiting for you at home. So, well, I got to make mine. But
I don't want to hit one of you guys. If I hit one of you guys, that's going to.
So there's a pedal in your car called a brake. You can use that so you don't hit us.
You can't be a man and f***ing let me speak, but I'll let you speak. That's what I mean. I don't want to have a conversation with a little boy. You're that much of a useless person. But I'm just trying to have a conversation.
No, because the last time I had last time I had my life threatened by a motor vehicle on the road, I couldn't take police action because I didn't have footage. So I'm having footage now.
Yes, but how did I threaten you?
Because you drove against the road rules into the roundabout. You drove close to us. You did not give us the minimum 1.5 metre clearance that you're required to by law.
Because you slowed down. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
So if
you slowed down in the X. If someone went 5 Ks off the whole road, they'll get pulled over.
If a large bus, which goes slower around the roundabout, goes slower, do you do the same thing to them?
And that's what I'm trying to say. Just because the law says that, man, use your brain as a human.
A minute ago you were saying that we should obey the law, now you're whinging because we are obeying the law. So make up your mind.
I'm trying to say be a f***ing human. And I was just
treat us like a human.
Dude.
And don't put our lives at risk.
Dude, I slowed down. If I didn't treat you like a human, I would have drove you over. Think straight. If I didn't treat you like a human, I'd come over and smack you. But I haven't. So be quiet with... Oh my goodness, man. You know, if you've been assaulted, you will know how this normally turns out. No one comes over and talks. Correct?
So I should be thankful that you're showing me the respect for not knocking me out.
No, I'm trying to say is I'm not going to assault you, so stop putting your guard up. Just because I'm upset, you're being a little...
I'm sorry, you drove around the roundabout in a dangerous manner, you drove close to us, you rode your horn, you wound down your window, you yelled at us, you then pulled over instead of driving on and getting on with your life.
Because I want to speak.
Why would I not feel threatened?
I don't even come here to speak to you. I started speaking to him, and then you just sat there quiet. And then when you felt comfortable enough to say something because you're a little if you said something. I don't even want to have a conversation with you. I want a conversation with him because you're acting... I can't have a conversation with you. You're defensive.
And I'm also concerned for his safety, so I'm staying here so there's a witness to whatever you do.
Yes, but you don't need to talk. You don't need to put little kid nipplets. Be an adult. When you can talk, you talk. correct?
Because you're displaying your adulthood here right now, the way you're acting. The way you've pulled over and you've gotten out with your little tantrum because you had to slow down and lost 2 seconds in your journey on the way home.
No, because I'm trying to pull over so I can stop getting upset and actually understand your reasoning, man.
Because
most people will yell and just I want to know your reasoning.
Because
that's
we are
the
legally
difference.
entitled to ride on the road as we did, as we were. I approached the roundabout. I indicated the direction of my travel with my right arm as I am legally obliged to do so. When I entered the roundabout, there was no other vehicles on the roundabout. I had clear right of way. I entered the roundabout. As I was turning around the roundabout, you came up to the roundabout. You're just ignoring. So the law. So hang on. You can't have it both ways.
Can you?
Do you want us to obey the law or do you want us to disobey the law?
I want you to be a human.
No. Do you want
No.
You
can't say.
Do you want us to obey the law or the law?
Roundabout at like 2 kilometres and you slow down, you're gonna get hit.
No, you're
not if people obey the road, the rules of the road.
I promise you, do you know how much crackheads live around here? They're just gonna see you with that little cyclist.
As opposed to the highly rational people like yourself.
Yeah.
Did I run you over?
No.
Have I
thank you for not killing me today. Yeah. That is very magnanimous of you. Get in your car and drive home.
Come on. Are you sure? Are we okay to go?
Do you want to go have a little boxing just to show you a little?
No.
No.
I want get in your car and drive home.
The more you say that, I ain't going to do anything. Because I'm allowed to park here. I'm allowed to. I'm free to go. I'm not stopping.
You're actually too close to an intersection to park there legally.
Yeah, you are. So honestly, it might be an idea to move.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm fine with you, but man, I came here to have a conversation, and you want to be like this.
You keep filming while I phone the police because
phone the police.
I've got fed up long enough now. We've tried to be rational. And
how
you want us to break the law, but then you don't want us to break the law.
No, okay. I just want to speak to you. All right?
I'm dialing.
Can you not? Yeah, call the cops. I don't care. Just don't interrupt. I just want to know, like, if I'm a driver and I saw someone, okay, this is part of the law. They're doing the right thing, but I feel like right now what I'm doing is dangerous. Do you continue?
What I was doing was not dangerous. I was riding as per the laws of the road.
I really hope we don't, but you never know. We might be lucky.
I'm sorry, mate, but you're a moron. Okay, I get it. You might get pulled over if you're going lower than the legal, if you're going like 10, 20 Ks lower than the actual legal speed limit. Okay, there's a few things to that one. A lot of people do that anyway, regardless of that. I can tell you, I drive around my area a lot. It happens very often, and it's very, very frustrating, but it's very unlikely. But the bigger thing here is that if you have to slow down because you can't get around a bike rider who's riding their bike on the side of the road, and you have to slow way down in order to wait until you can get around them, you're not going to get pulled over and lose your license for that. Because everyone understands, even the police, even the laws have this little thing that bike riders, you have to give them the minimum of 1 meter if it's less than 60 Ks and 1.5 meters if it's more than 60 Ks per hour. And if you're unable to give that room to get around them at that point in time, if you can't do it safely, then you just have to slow and wait until you can't get around them. It's not illegal to slow down and go lower than the speed limit when you're trying to wait for a safe opportunity to get around a bike. And you trying to be here like, no, just because you have the right of way, no one else is on the right roundabout when you entered the roundabout, you have to wait for me to come through because I'm the motor vehicle, you're the person on the bike. It's not how that works, buddy. Get it through your thick skull. These are people who are also allowed to use the road too, and you've got to give them consideration for that. They're not going to be as fast as you, but you also need to safely get around them. If you can't safely get around them, it's okay to not go the speed limit when you're waiting to safely get around bike riders. It's okay to go slow when bike riders are in front of you because you can't safely get around them. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Having this big hissy fit because that happened is just completely mentally stupid. Grow the hell up, mate. Seriously. Road rules in Australia frustrate me sometimes. Can you tell? Here we have a genius Karen who decided to say some racial slurs towards someone and then afterwards go to a police station and then cry wolf.
You want to tell South Holland you calling me a Come on, let's file the hate crime. Here's the idiot who thought it was okay to call me a Here's her license plate, and she want to drive to the police station. Let's see what we're going to tell the cops today.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No.
I'm
Don't tell me you're sorry.
sorry for the looting. I'm sorry for everything. What do you want from me?
Why would you call me a girl? Yeah, because you weren't driving.
I'm so fed up with all this.
This is her. She lives in South Holland. This is the lady. And we got cameras today.
Please, I can't take this anymore. I'm trying to move out. I'm trying to move out.
No, she called me a and then she drove here to cry.
She passed me.
Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with.
On the left. She passed me on the left.
Okay.
And I can't.
That's what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with.
I witnessed the lootings. I can't take anymore. I'm trying to move.
It's okay to call somebody a because you're tired of looting?
Yes, I'm tired of this.
Did you hear this?
You guys call each other that all the time.
Shut the fuck. Call the police, tell them what you want to tell them. You're on camera. You're the white lady who called somebody a 2020, you're pathetic.
Take this anymore.
Please call her an officer. Please call her an officer. Call her an officer. And what do I do about her calling? Is that hate crime for that? Okay.
Sorry.
I'll file charges for that hate crime too. Because you want to call people niggas today. I got time, lady.
I'm so tired of this.
I'm tired too. Black people have been tired for 400 years, lady. What the f?
I lived here. I wanted to get along.
Come on, call the police you want to call so we can file the crimes that we want to file. Because y'all got time today. I have time, lady.
I can't take it.
I love how she seemed perfectly fine, but then the moment she picked up on the cameras there, she just completely broke down physically and emotionally and mentally, and then went in and continued to further break down, blaming her use of the N-word on the fact that she couldn't deal with the people anymore, couldn't deal with the mess that was 2020, yada yada yada. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but that's nah, man. Come on, really? If you want to play up emotions for the camera, at least come up with a somewhat reasonable reason for it. Not this like, oh man, I'm sorry I said the N-word. I mean, you guys call each other that all the time. Why can't I use it? Why can't I be a part of the club? That ain't how that works. In this next clip, we got a Karen who's trying to rip out the survey lines that have been put into the property line of someone else's property because she doesn't agree with those survey lines and believes that her property goes further in than those survey lines.
Get off my property, ma'am.
Not on your property.
I have this surveyed. I have this surveyed. You're trespassing.
You did not.
I have this surveyed.
You did not.
You cannot pull up my.
Show me the survey.
I have the permits. I have the permits right here for everything. It's right here. It's right here, ma'am. Okay, quit pulling up my property, ma'am. Come here. Come on. I'll show you the permits. I have permits, ma'am.
Yeah.
You're not moving this because it's not your property.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
I just did.
She's tearing up my property. I have permits. I have a survey. I instruct you to leave.
Where's your survey?
Please leave. Leave, ma'am. Please leave my property. Please.
See how you got it there? That's
I have permits.
That's correct.
I have permits.
Look at
Please
here.
get off my property, ma'am.
See right there?
You are in violation of the county. Get off my property. This is my property.
Right here.
Right here I have.
That's in my yard.
Get off my property, ma'am. She's trespassing. This is my surveyed line that I have put
I'm
up.
not trespassing.
And she is tearing it up.
I'm on my own side.
I have permits and a survey. And she is tearing up my plans. Destruction of my property. Here she is again. This is my neighbor at this house right here. And I don't know if she's got reinforcements with a baby. So
I don't have a baby.
you're on my property. Please leave. She's obviously,
This is your
she's
property.
way on it now at this point.
This is my property.
I have a survey of the property.
You show it to me.
I have a survey.
Show it to me.
Sure, just quit ripping up my plans and I'll show. It's right over by, it's posted right by my project. I have the survey of my permits posted.
Come out here and surveyed it.
I have my permit posted on my fence. Outside, I'm showing her the permit.
Well, I want to see the survey.
I'm
not
showing
the
her the
permit.
permit. The survey is included in this permit. I had
Then
to
let
get
me
it.
see.
I had to get it. She
You
is
said
not
you wanted to show me,
on my
you're not
property
showing
now.
me.
I don't feel safe. She is threatening me. Please get off my property, ma'am.
I'm off.
She still isn't off the
No,
property.
I'm off.
I have surveyed the property. She has pulled up my survey sticks.
Show me where the survey sticks are.
She's on my property right now.
Show me.
She's on my property right now.
Here.
I have the survey,
Yourself, you ain't
and
even
I
home.
feel threatened. I feel threatened.
You feel threatened.
Get off my property, ma'am.
I
Please
am off your property.
leave. You
Nope,
are
not till
damaging
you show me a
my
survey.
property. She's damaging my property.
I am not
I asked her to
damaging
leave.
your
She's not
property.
leaving. Good day, ma'am.
I'm gonna call the police.
Good. We got evidence.
Show him a survey.
We have evidence.
Are you gonna pay to remove them from his property?
I mean, you're an asshole.
Dude, you have been out of hand this whole time.
Why would I pay somebody to do it when I can
Why
do
would you
it?
plant trees in his property?
This is my property. It's
Where
an
is-
easement to the
where's your
county.
survey?
It's an easement to the county.
Your trees don't offend that easement?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well,
Now when I've been maintained.
Clearly on my side, so she obviously thinks that's hers.
trees?
You need a permit to remove trees. You need a permit to remove trees.
You just put
I
those
do
two
not need
trees
a
down.
permit.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I don't understand. We don't have to answer to you at all. The government.
I'm just saying.
We're just saying.
The guy from
And when he sees this legal contract, it'll be this against your
no,
legal
you
nothing.
you better get an attorney. You have 13
You
feet,
need an attorney
but not
for your
13
trees.
feet belongs to you.
13.5.
No,
But
there's an easement here.
so did we both agree for those trees?
I
You?
didn't.
Who are you?
I did not
Okay.
agree for those
Did you
trees.
agree for the trees?
I did not. I'm the owner, and she planted trees,
And
obviously.
You know what? I didn't agree with you driving up on my property with that
my
guy.
It's pro-
not your property.
It's not her property.
The trunk could not extend.
Here's more
Okay,
trees.
right here.
Okay.
More trees on the property. She has been notified that she needs a permit.
Just like he wants to put that there. This isn't his property.
We cannot deal with you, so we had to go this way.
That it's not. Does it say easement on
The
there?
Charlotte County public offer your trees.
I'll take the goddamn trees down.
You need a permit. Hopefully, you get a permit.
I hit my head against the desk for this type of thing because, like, it's one of those things where property lines, seemingly just from a little bit of research, can be extremely confusing depending on where you are in America. It's just one of those things. But at the end of the day, if he's got the permit, he's got, like, the fully written thing that proves that, yep, that's his property. It's as simple as that, I believe, at least. Unless they forged it. But it's like one of those things. Property line's there, he's got the contract, he's got the information, he literally had this approved by someone else who marked out the properties. It is what it is. And of course, because this is America, you're going to take it to court. Oh, Lord. Apparently, prior to this clip, there seems to be some issues where apparently the server treated this guy's son like a bit of garbage, potentially. Don't have any evidence for that. As well as there's been a few other issues when it comes to this server. So, this is the father's response to this entire situation.
Shut the up, bitch! Get the out of my face! Get your dumbass bitch under control to do it that way. Maybe I won't that one.
We're gonna pack up our food, but I need the manager to know what happened. No, yeah, if I want to go,
No. Why were you driving without your rude to my son? And you don't want me to be rude back? Bullshit! You said he needs a mask.
Oh, yeah, because
The way you said it with your demeanor, you could just be like, and a whole lot of other ways, and just whatever. Just get out of my face. I've had enough today, alright? Get out of my face. If you want from me a bill, and I'll pay you for your food. Do not put the appetizer. They came with the food. Appetizer, doesn't appetizer come before your food? Not with your food? I'm just saying. I know you ain't getting paid $50 an hour, but goddamn, it's not always about the money.
alright, sir. I'll get you guys a bill.
Yeah. You can shut your mouth too.
Okay, sir, I need you to stop talking to my survey like that.
But then give me some bosses.
No, you're
I work hard for my money just like you do.
Okay.
And I deserve to have a decent meal.
Okay, you're on paying for your guys' bill. I just need you guys to leave. You guys take your food and you guys can leave.
Now, I guess it depends on how much is the quote treating your son like garbage actually means in this situation. Whether that means that, no, they've been complete and utter assholes towards your son, being highly disrespectful. Okay, I can understand your response to this. But then when the manager comes out to see what in the world's going on, maybe tone it down when you're going after them. Maybe speak more calmly towards them and help them understand the situation, not just scream and shout at them too. Maybe that's not how you handle that. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I don't have that. I don't know what it's like for that type of thing, and I know that there's always going to be that inherent thing. Like if someone treats your child like garbage, you're going to respond in very protective ways. I get that. I don't know if this is how I would have handled it. Here we arrive at an amusement park where some shenanigans are occurring with some Karens. Apparently her daughter was sent out on one of the go-karts and kept continuously braking, so when the inevitable happens and someone else runs into her, you know what she does? She takes out her rage and anger at this person out on the local minimum wage worker. Yet that's a great move, I suppose.
Well, another thing is going to be 16 to drive while she's driving. Exactly. Be civilized. You're very rude. Please look forward.
No right to have you put a car for serious accident out there.
And you did too by stopping and everyone coming in the back of you. Leave the power track off, please.
Get out of here. You're gonna hear about it.
Yes, because this is a completely warranted reaction over your daughter getting bumped into by another go-kart on the track when she's continuously hitting the brake a bit incessively. Yeah, it sucks it happens that the other person didn't avoid them because they probably would have had ample time to do so if they were paying attention, but going off at the worker here is not going to solve this problem in any way, shape, or form. Heck, I feel like it's just going to create more problems because now you're most likely going to get kicked out of this amusement park and not allowed to come back in like ever. I don't know, it seems a bit silly. Here we have a cranky old lady complaining about kids making noise pollution because they're playing in the play place of a Chick-fil-A. Who'd have known?
Because you know what? You're sitting there talking about children. I am going to keep it up. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Go ahead, call him. Oh, call him. You're going to look dumb because this could be Wall Star right now. How dumb you are right now. You sound dumb telling me my kids are making too much noise pollution. You sound ignorant. You sound like a fool.
Yeah.
Nah, because she's going to sit there talking about because they were playing that is noise pollution. She's going to call the police. Go ahead. You sound dumb. Thank you, sir. You didn't ask enough. Thank you, sir.
All you had to do was move. That's it. Yeah, you didn't say nothing to us if you didn't like it. All you had to do was move.
How long are we going to be here?
You know, I've always wondered why so many kids just lack any form of respect to anyone older than them, but then I see clips like this, and now suddenly I understand why. When you're pissed and angry, but you don't want to cop an assault charge. I like to think that she picked the bin up and then filled all the rubbish back into the bin after bashing it. But hey, good way to get rid of your anger without getting yourself in a bunch of shit, so good choice. This incident is a very interesting one. So what's happened here is that this plane has been delayed for several hours at this point, and ultimately at a certain point they choose to deboard the entire plane, which also would lead that you'd assume that most people should take all their possessions with them if they choose to leave this plane. The guy behind the camera here does leave the plane, but leaves his charger behind. Another person who's also leaving the plane sees this charger and takes it for themselves. Now, the guy accuses her of stealing said charger, but according to the girl, she took it because they were meant to take all their possessions off it, and she'll try to find who actually owns this charger later on when they reboard the plane. Either way, here's the time when they're reboarding the plane, and this guy decides that he will record her and go confront her for, quote, stealing his charger.
Huh? Excuse me, did you take my charger?
Yeah,
why would you take my charger?
Because we got off the flight.
Yeah, but my charge, that's my charger. Why would you take
You're
it?
gonna get it back. Give me one
But why would you take it though, without permission?
Because nobody was on the flight, bro.
Yeah, but that's my charger.
And you're getting it back.
Okay, can I have it back?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, but don't steal things. You can't take things without asking.
When nobody is on the flight, it's...
Oh, you just take things? Like we're not coming back? Why don't you take people's luggage then?
It's okay.
No, you can't take things without asking. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be famous. You're gonna be on TikTok.
Ed, please sit down. I don't want to get.
Yeah. I don't know who you are, but I don't know why you're getting involved.
Ed, I don't want to get kicked off this.
All right, just give me my charger back. We'll call it even. All right? Sounds good. And look at this guy smiling.
Ed, please.
She's still being ridiculous. She's gonna give you back.
No, you're ridiculous. You stole something without asking.
Who stole it?
She stole it. You can't take things without asking.
Is it stealing?
Yes, that is stealing. Absolutely.
Is it stealing?
Absolutely. Yes, it's stealing. You're giving it back because I caught you and everybody else saw you. That's why. Everybody else said you took it. What, you can't afford a charger?
Here we now have the accuser giving their side of the story, explaining what happens. I do cut off the back end of it because it's not really important. You get the gist of everything he wants to get across within this first few minutes of it.
Hey guys, this is part number 2 of the woman takes my Apple charger and thought that nobody would notice. Just want to make this as quick as possible. Got a lot of things to let you guys know about, and I don't want to make this video too long, so let me just go right into it. So what happened was my wife and I were on a flight, and the flight got delayed 3 times. The 3rd time, the pilot gave us an option to deplane, go get something to eat, because it was going to take longer than they expected, so we had about an hour to go and then come back. Okay, so everyone's trying to get off the flight. It's not like a normal deplaning. You know, some people were taking their time, some people didn't want to get off, so it's not like when you land and everyone kind of gets up and everybody kind of goes in order. It wasn't like that. So some people were getting off before others. Keep that in mind because it's gonna prove a point somewhere along the story. So my wife and I get off, and then within, like, I don't know, I think it was a few minutes or so, someone came up to us in the terminal and said, hey, listen, I just want to let you know I'm sitting across from you to your left, and there's a girl that got off the flight that actually stopped at your seat, unplugged your charger, rolled it up and put it in her bag. So keep that in mind. She unplugged it. I left it plugged in. So it was plugged in underneath the seat, and some of the wire was left on top of the seat. So she stopped people from deplaning. Okay, she stopped the flow of everybody exiting to bend down, unplug it, roll it up, and put it in her bag. Okay, so a lot of people are saying, well, maybe she was going to give it back, and I said to myself, okay, she had a couple different options there. She could have taken it and returned it to one of the flight attendants on the way out. Okay. Or she could have been more apologetic when I asked her and confronted her if she had taken my charger. Her energy was all attitude. And if it wasn't for that, okay, I would probably never posted this video. Just want to let you guys know that for everybody that thinks that I'm a really bad guy, just keep in mind that the flight attendant, when they were made aware of what was going on, they gave me the option. Okay, usually they don't give you this option. They gave me the option of having them calling the authorities, having this woman removed from the flight and arrested for stealing. Okay, she said, we can do that if you like. That is within your rights. What I could tell you is that if that is the direction you're going in, the flight is going to be delayed even longer, because most likely everyone's going to have to deplane again. And I said no. I was like, everyone on this flight doesn't deserve that. Let's just move on. I got my charger back. Let's just try to get to Miami, as quick as we can, because we're already I think it was 3 hours delayed already.
Now, here's the kicker. The person who's the supposed thief in the situation has also made a video responding to all this and explaining her side of the situation. Here's the clip.
Hi everyone, Charger Thief here. I wasn't going to make a video responding to this at all because it was over a year ago and I didn't want to give it more attention than it's already gotten, but this has really been blown so out of proportion. I am getting bombarded with harassment, flooded with death threats. So for context, this charger was found on the ground of an emptying flight where we were told to remove all possessions because we didn't know if we would be getting back onto the same plane since there's technical issues. I was coming from the back rows, so when I picked it up again off the ground and not unplug it, it was on the ground. I kind of like embraced the people behind me, kind of showing that I had it. No stealthy behavior here. And then on my way out, I told the stewardess she wouldn't take it because they cannot be liable for passenger possessions. So this man, he had been recording well before I got on, getting in people's faces about this charger. And then when I got on, I immediately told him that I would give him back his charger, but to just give me a second because several hours had passed. And we'd been delayed for over 3 hours. It was honestly the last thing on my mind. I didn't even know where this charger was. And what I was worried about was my 20-pound cat that had just turned up at the gate. That's the brown carrier that I'm holding in front of me. I wanted to find a safe place to set my cat down and my luggage and also get a little bit of distance from this like very aggressive, erratic man for my own safety. Again, I told him I'd give it to him, but to just give me a minute. Watching the video, like I could have acted more gracefully, but I was really stressed out boarding, concerned about my cat. Clearly out of breath, exhausted after over 8 hours at the airport, only to be recorded and yelled at. Like this man, I totally acted imperfectly, as most of us do under duress. In his video, he says that he was given the choice to press charges and chose not to, and that was really kind of him, but that's just a bold-faced lie. That never happened. What the video neglects to show is him losing his mind well after I give him back the charger, sat in my seat in the back, and he continues yelling at everyone and the crew threatening to remove him off the flight if he can't control his rage. You can even hear his wife say, like, Ed, calm down, like, I don't want to get kicked off the flight. His reaction was outsized from the start, and I'm sure he'll make another video clinging on to his 5 minutes of fame, refusing and denying everything that I've said here. And I don't really care. This is the only video I'm going to make on this. It's already consumed too much of my time. Believe what you guys want. Again, I do not condone stealing.
And now you have both sides to the supposed story here. And honestly, I look at this and I go, like, the guy's reaction to this, quote, stolen charger was a bit over the top. I looked up the official Apple charger, like what that brick would be, and the cord itself, that costs about 70 Aussie dollars, which is about 46 US dollars, which that is a bit costly for a charger. Yes, it sure is, but ultimately, it's not the end of the world. Most people usually have a second charge, and you said you're there with your wife, so if you can't get a second charger now, it's not the end of the world. You still have at least one phone charger. At least you should. If you only brought one charge for 2 people initially, that's kind of not the brightest move. But either way, and then also after she said that yes, she's got your charger and she will give it back to you, the every bit that he did afterwards was absolutely unnecessary. You can watch her, continue recording her, whatever the hell you want to do there, but continuing to go off at her about it was just unnecessary. Give some patience. It literally, like, not even acknowledging her story itself. You can see that she's got a bunch of stuff that she's trying to get back on the plane. Like, give a bit of patience here, bud, and you'd get your charger back. Like, you're dealing with a multi-hour delay. Everyone's going to be a bit off kilter and not be 100%. And so it's kind of on you to at least attempt to be cool in the situation and not just go off like you have here. I don't know. I'm more willing to believe her side of the events because it sounds a bit more realistic to what's probably happened here. Again, most of these stories, it tends to be more somewhere in the middle. Not everyone's accounts are fully 100% reliable, but there was a third-person account from someone else. I couldn't find it, but that mostly confirmed her story. So yeah, what are your thoughts in the comments down below? Here we have someone going off at a Little Caesars employee for their food being, quote, too greasy. Here's the clip.
Excuse me? What you think? I drove back up here, didn't I? Mama, you need that new. What do you need? What you need tonight? That new cheeseburger. What you need? Why would you give me this? So to ask me that is an insult on top of the fact that I had to get up out my bed and drive back down here for my kids to eat tonight. So did you say I are you the manager? Yeah, that's what I am. You gotta get some help. You gotta really get some help. For real. I'm trying not to snatch out your hair tonight and get into it with you. For real, because that's where I'm at. You don't need to ask me that, ma'am. I'm back in your restaurant. Yes, use common sense. I'm back here. Let's use common sense. I wouldn't have came back if I didn't want the bread.
bread. Here's the receipt, and you got it on the top. Why would you serve somebody like that? What the f I look like? An immigrant?
Yeah, okay, thank you. Next.
I'm not moving, and you gonna take it easy. I'm telling you, you never know what people ask. Baby girl, Good Caesars don't pay you that much. I'm gonna remind you again.
Did she say extra? What about you? Sorry. Did she say?
Okay, that's extra to you.
Did she say I need
That how ignorant is that? How stupid is that?
Excuse me.
You excused. You excused. You gonna give me my money or give me my bread? I'm not moving. And you're not gonna help nobody else. You not gonna help nobody else. You gave me the attitude, so I'm giving it back to your ass. You got the game.
I'm sorry, but if you're ordering food from any form of fast food restaurant and you complain about your food being too greasy, then I'm sorry, you shouldn't go to a fast food restaurant. That's going to happen from time to time. There's going to just be a point where you've gone in there at a point where it's getting close to the point where they need to clean things and get rid of a lot of the excess grease, but they're not quite there yet. And going off like this about it is kind of stupid, not going to lie. Here we have the ultimate lesson on why you should lock your car at night, especially if it's out on your driveway. Unfortunately for the person here, they did not see the camera footage of what happened the night beforehand before she went out there.
Please don't ever come back to my car again. I'm sorry. Please don't. Did you take anything from my car? Okay, you promise? I can't do this. Please don't ever come back here. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. It's okay. The street's over there. It's okay. It's okay.
Apparently ended up calling 911 and they found the guy not too far down the road. Apparently, according to the guy, he Ubered to the wrong place late at night when he was drunk out of his mind kind of deal and then just crashed at this car. Weird. I don't get it. I'm sure the woman here got a very good wake-up call of, maybe I should lock my car at night. Now we jump over the border to go look at some Tim Hortons, where we have a security guy at the Tim Hortons who has an interesting interaction with a random person who's coming in. And apparently this is tame for an average day here.
Now you're going to say I'm going to put your ass on TikTok?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're cool, eh, bud?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're real cool.
See, this is why Tim Hortons needs security, because there's too many crazy people like this around.
I am the security, bitch.
No, you're just crazy.
No, I'm actually the security. In all Tim Hortons restaurants, bitch. Why don't you swing the cane at me there?
There's no need.
What are you going to try?
You're no
threat.
threat.
You're going to try and get her to hate me too?
No, no one needs to hate you, man. No one needs to hate you.
Asswipe?
You just need to move along. That's it.
Buddy, you're not going to tell me to move along. I'm not letting you me through that window anymore when I walk by the store. Sticking your tongue out at me.
Everybody knows different, man.
So you're still filming, eh, dickhead?
That's right.
So you get
for the safety of the staff here.
You don't have a life, eh?
For the safety of the staff here. When there's crazy people like you, we gotta make sure the people are safe.
Why would the staff be scared?
They don't need to be scared. They just don't need to put up with like annoyances.
How are you gonna protect them? You're gonna beat people with your cane? What?
No, there's no need.
Video of them?
All the evidence we need.
I don't think they need your protection, bud. In fact, I know they don't need your protection. Bitch. What, you want a nice clear shot of my face with your goofy phone? You know I can grab your phone right now and put handcuffs on you, bitch. That's my next job.
No, I'm not crazy. I'm the actual security guard for this Tim Hortons, and I'm going to threaten to assault you by ripping your phone out of your hands and flipping you around just to handcuff you. I mean, I don't think even police officers can get away with that type of nonsense of ripping a phone out of someone's hand for no particular reason aside from them just recording a current incident or something that's happening in front of them. Like, I think you're a little bit off the rails, buddy. I think the rail track's about 500 meters down the road, and if you go look at it and go stand on it, maybe you'll think a bit better this time around. Maybe not, though. Maybe you'll get lost. Here we have yet another neighborhood Karen. This time we have a very interesting situation where apparently she just causes drama with almost everyone in the neighborhood, but this time around she decided to apparently have some words to some kids who were apparently riding down the street unsafely. So the mother gets involved and we have an interesting fight.
Hi. Yes. Yes, is there any particular reason why you're recording them?
Could you wait 1 second? Do you know that your 3 boys, your little one was on the middle that's not safe? Do you know that they kept riding by me and your older one pointed his cell at me?
Yes, because you're recording my children riding down the street.
Excuse me, I was not. Okay, I'm going to say something.
Say it.
You can walk in right now, my cell phone is charging. This is my eyeglass case.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to say something. You need to stop. You have come over here before and stood on my lawn and stared at me with the phone. My cameras show it. Jen, knock it off. Or we'll simply get the Santa Rosa couch.
Call him right now. Call him right now. Call him right now because I don't give a shit what you say to me, to my husband, to anybody else. But when you involve my children in this, call the police. Call them.
I'm raking my leaves.
I don't give a shit about you. I wouldn't stand in your yard recording you. I don't even know who you are. I know that you have a problem with me because you have a problem with everybody.
That your husband collects apparently a disability and runs a landscape company as a veteran. I got a big problem with that. It's called fraud.
Are you kidding me right now?
People are looking into it, Jen.
I hope they do. I hope they do. Nobody can enjoy where we live anymore because you create so much drama for everybody for no reason. As I said, I do not care what you say or what you do with any of the adults around here, but when you involve my children, that's when we have a problem. You're not their parent. You don't get to decide how they're riding.
Inside, I was not recording. Number 3, you are disturbing me. Leave.
I am in a public place on the road. I can sit wherever I want to.
You do not harass people, fatso.
You know, you can't sit here and harass people, you fatso. By your definition of harassment, based upon when you're calling this harassment, isn't your insulting and name-calling technically harassment too? Because I think, to a level, it's probably worse than what she was saying to you. She was just saying, you call shit with everyone. Can you, like, not do that? Especially with my kids. I don't care if you're around with the adults around here, but leave my kids out of it. That's where I have a problem. Like, oh god. And it's like, yeah, I can understand being concerned when kids are riding unsafe, but again, I want to know what your quote unsafe is in these terms here. It might just be something that in the grand scheme of things is perfectly fine. No one really has a problem with it. But it could also be a case where it's like, oh, genuinely unsafe, riding without helmets. But at the same time, it's one of those things where, yeah, you can do your best to tell them, hey, it's not safe to do this, but if they ignore you and do it anyway, you just kind of have to hope that they may not have to deal with the consequences of those unsafe actions, or hope that when they do, they come out fine, but also learn. I don't know. This person seems a bit insane. And I refuse to make a comment about her quote calling something fraud because I don't know enough. I don't know shit when it comes to that system in America. So, someone in the comments may enlighten me, I suppose. Here we have an unhappy girlfriend going off at another person because apparently their boyfriend has been texting this woman. Why don't you go scream at your boy? Whatever.
Look at him. Don't look his direction. Don't text him. Don't ask for his phone. You're a liar, bitch. See, that's why I don't like little scandalous, raggedy ass, trailer park ass hoes like you, because you lie about with somebody, man. Because he's my man, and you've been talking. Don't talk to him at all. Never. Don't. No, it is you, bitch. Don't play with me. Why are you asking him if he's texting you? If you got your text message in? If you ain't got his say you got a case one. I know where you live.
How's the rabbit fire? Has the rabbits been on fire? I'm so... That's not even a good pun. Move to the next clip. In this clip, we got the person behind the camera interacting with the cops over something, I would say somewhat major depending on who you are, but basically he put some unnecessary hassle for the police, probably for various reasons, maybe to play up the story on camera and other things on those lines. I do get it, but here's the clip anyway.
I know, I got it. I got it, but you're coming up to me very aggressively.
Sir, are you going to provide me your license?
Okay, but what did you catch me speeding on?
Is this car registered to you?
Yeah, absolutely, sir.
Okay.
What did you catch me speeding on?
License, sir.
What was I speeding?
You're not going to provide me with your license.
I'm absolutely going to, but can you tell me what I did wrong?
I already told you. If I ask you for your license one more time, I'm going to pull you out this car.
But sir, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Provide me with your license.
Absolutely, but you need to tell me what I did wrong. Unless I did something wrong, you will not receive my...
I'm going to write you a ticket. If you do not provide me your license, you are now obstructing, which is an arrestable offense. So I'm asking you to provide me with your license. I clearly told you...
Sir, I need to know what I did.
Let me see your license,
You can't...
sir.
I do not need to identify if I haven't done anything. What have I done?
Get out the car.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? You let go of me!
Before you speak to my supervisor, here's a citation for doing 60 and a 45. With this ticket, you can pay it, you can contest it in court, or you can elect a school option.
Sir, you stole my identification.
I'm going to put this right here for you.
You gonna take it? No.
Okay,
because
there's your ticket.
There's
sir.
your ticket. Well,
have a good day.
Goodbye. That's how you guys handle it. I got assaulted, and that's how you handle it.
I understand the point of view of not wanting to really hand over your ID until the cop tells you why they pulled you over today. But at a certain point, you should just do it probably to save you the unnecessary hassle that this probably ended up becoming. Like, they didn't use anything against you aside from the speeding ticket. They didn't bother with any other charges, which I think you got lucky on. And yeah, you might be able to pursue an assault case here, but I don't know how well that would go considering you were doing... They pulled you over doing 60 in a 45 zone, which I would say is pretty major speeding. Like, converting miles to kilometers here in Australia, that's the difference between a main road and highway speeds. And highway speeds on a main road can be pretty deadly, especially depending on the area. I don't know. What's your thoughts? The story behind this one is that the person who's behind the camera, their car alarm was going off apparently all night, according to the old lady here. According to the person behind the camera, this old lady in the morning went all the way over to her apartment in the complex, which is on the other side of the building, so it's less likely she's going to be able to hear a car alarm going off. Apparently was knocking aggressively on her door, and then when the doors open, apparently was aggressively either speaking or was aggressively yelling about the car alarm thing to the neighbor. That's what I'm gathering from what's the story's being told here. So yeah. Anyhow, this escalates with the older lady deciding to call the cops on this one because apparently a crime's occurred because the car alarm was going off all night. Here's a clip.
You're lying, y'all. So this lady came to my door, telling me my car is going off, right? Now she calling the police. Okay, how will I know that? You're a Karen. Karen, I found a Karen, guys. I found a Karen.
Her car alarm.
You sound stupid.
It's literally being a nuisance to every single neighbor around us.
I can't wait till the police get here, bro. Because you're not going to sit here and harass me for my car.
I'm not harassing anybody.
You are harassing me. You came to my door. Okay.
Tell her at least turn it off during the day.
And you said it in the worst way you could possibly say it. Girl, bye. Is that the police?
When I asked the door if that was her car.
Hello? Are you the police? Come on.
My name is Holly. You can call me Hollywood.
No, you ain't gonna, girl, bye. You ain't gonna get that for me. Hi, how are you? Okay, so I live in 107 in the back right here. Okay. So if you stand in my room, I can cut my alarm back on. You will not hear my alarm. And the only reason it will go off is because it's really sensitive. I don't know if something hitting it. The tree is hitting it, but like if anything hit it, my car alarm, it was going off. I guess it was going off all night, and apparently it was unlocked. So I don't know if somebody was trying to get in there, but you know, it's a car. If somebody's trying to get in your car, it's gonna go off. So no, it's my white Acura. But so I can't hear it. Like if you go in my room, I can't hear jack. Like I'm in the back, I can't hear nothing. Okay. She came to my door very hostile, saying hi. And no, yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you did. Anyways, yeah, you can't hear it. So she came to my door. She was like, "Is that your car going off?" And my mom said no, cause she didn't know like could my car ever go off. Then she was like, I was like, "It's a white Acura." "Oh yeah, mine." She was like, "Oh well, can you cut it off?" If she would say that, that's it, cool. She's like, "It's been 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're doing disturbance. I'm gonna call the police on you," because like she went off. She went off. I'm a young person. I slammed the door in my face because you was yelling. It's a car.
I'm the only one here right now, okay?
Yeah.
I don't need you guys talking to each other right now. I need to see to figure out. No, I got you. You're fine. You're fine. But let me try to figure this out so that way I can help you instead of it escalating further. You know what I'm trying to say? So just give me 1 second.
Some people are just like not.
Okay.
So, like she could easily say, huh?
Like I say, I'm here to keep the peace unless a crime occurred. Did a crime occur?
No.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
What? My car? Okay. Going off? I'm in the bed. I'm asleep. Like,
okay. All right. Is there anything else that you need to tell me?
Why she still talking?
I'm about to go talk to her and figure out her side.
No, I'm trying to figure out. It's like, is a black? I don't want because she said something about being white, so I don't want to put no race in it. I'm not a race person.
No, I got you.
Yeah, so I don't like that. I don't like that she did that.
Okay,
I don't like that.
So now that I got another officer here, if you don't mind going.
I'll speak to him.
Okay.
I think the first thing I just want to push here, I get you want to tell your story and you feel like she's going to just lie and all that, and you want to just make sure the cop gets your story. But when he told you, like, hey, I'll get to you, I want to talk to you guys separately, you kind of just stop for a moment and let the police officer do their thing. You're only going to frustrate them more with this entire thing if you continue to annoy them and continue to try and push your end of the story. Like, I get it. It sucks if in this case. But yeah, just maybe don't do that. On the second thing, I'm so glad that most new cars don't have those car alarms that go off when you touch the car. Like, it was a good idea on the surface, those type of car alarms, but ultimately, over time, it's just really terrible. And also, doesn't the car alarm just, like, from the sounds of it, it sounds like the car alarm flicked off on multiple times, something touched the car to flick it back on again, and it looped on that all night, which... interesting to say the least. I've not seen a car alarm do that. I worked in an undercover car park for quite a while, and occasionally car alarms will go off and they will turn off after a while, and then you just don't hear that car alarm go off again. Most likely never. First up, we have a very intriguing traffic stop. Now, we have no idea why the traffic was these guys were stopped in the first place. It's not context we get given here, and ultimately speaking, it doesn't matter too much because these police officers decide to go on about how these pills are not allowed to be within reach of drivers because they're narcotics. I'll just let you watch the clip here.
So, I'm going to explain this very quickly. If you don't unlock this door, you'll be charged with obstruct police, okay?
How?
The door was open, and now you locked it.
I have a video.
So in plain sight, she had pills in the door.
So that's my pills, though.
Okay, that doesn't make a difference.
To the driver. Pardon me?
It's accessible to the driver. So under the law, if it's accessible to
this is my van, though.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
She is driving the vehicle?
No, it's my vehicle, though.
Then we're going to charge you with obstruct as well. So you need to open the door for us. Otherwise, we're going to have to take you out of the vehicle in a way you won't like. So
why? What did I do?
The window will be smashed, and you'll be taken out of the vehicle unless you unlock the window. Unlock the door.
Okay, but what do you need the door unlocked for, though?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What?
Why do you need the door unlocked?
Because we need to find out what those pills are.
Oh, they're mine, though.
It doesn't matter.
So you're just going to look at the name?
Okay, if you don't open the door,
no, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name on them?
Your vehicle is also going to be impounded, and you're going to be stuck here.
No, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name?
Sorry?
Are you just going to look at the name, like the bottle?
Absolutely.
Oh. That's all you have to say. Those are my pills.
Okay. And what's your name, sorry?
Ashley.
No. Ashley?
Yeah? What do you mean, no? Those are mine.
I got that, but these are gabapentin.
Those are gabapentin, though.
She has cancer.
I got that, but these cannot be within reach of the driver.
They're right in the reach.
They
Your
switched.
car smells like weed.
How does it smell like
Your car
weed?
smells like weed. So that is right in the cup holder or the
Yeah,
door handle
'cause
of the driver. That's the driver position of the vehicle. That is right there.
Because they switched spots before we drove in. We're just switching because I was tired.
But so then you were driving then.
Yeah, I was
and then it's
driving.
still within reach of a driver.
But I had cancer. I have colon cancer. I'm terminal, and that's why I have all these pills.
But you cannot have medication like that. That's within reach of a driver.
I have medication all over because I had cancer and I had to have access to it. I just got discharged from the hospital.
Okay. When did you get discharged from the hospital?
Like a week ago, and that's why I have all these pills. Like I was supposed to get more, and I have Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay
Regional.
Okay.
And I have it from my pain doctor, Dr. Bizantz, and he's the one who prescribed me all these pills, and I just picked them up, and that's why we have them in my vehicle.
I'm not disputing that, but you need to understand something. You cannot have these anywhere that is accessible.
But it's my vehicle, though. Like, where would I put it? Where am I going to put it?
In the trunk then.
Why? I have to have it on my person.
That is so stupid. What? I'm sorry, but what?
Because I have to take them all the time. I take them 3-4 times a day.
I let you talk, but you don't let me
No,
talk.
but I'm just saying I have to take them 3-4 times a day.
Now listen, stop talking and listen to me. If you don't want to get stopped here, you're going to listen to me, okay? You cannot have a narcotic within reach of anybody in the front seat, driver's seat of the vehicle.
Well, I did not know that. Like, can I just have my pills in?
But it doesn't. You cannot claim ignorance.
I'm not claiming ignorance because it's my vehicle.
Listen,
I was just driving.
Claim ignorance, just like you cannot claim ignorance if you didn't know that you can't kill someone.
No, I wasn't.
You can't have open alcohol. You can't have narcotics in the front seat.
It's not narcotic. I was driving, and I have
Gabapentin is a
cancer,
narcotic.
though. I just told you.
It doesn't matter. So you're driving under the influence of narcotics? Is that what you're telling me?
No, because I'm not
driving.
Yeah, I have to.
But you told me you were driving. You got tired. You switched. You told me you have to take these 3 times a day.
Yeah, I do, and then it says right on the pill bottle.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't affect my driving.
Gabapentin does affect.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Not when you have colon cancer and you're terminal.
I understand. It doesn't matter whether you have cancer. Cancer doesn't improve your driving
it does.
Cancer improves your driving ability? It makes you a better driver?
It just doesn't. Those pills don't affect me,
but
though.
I have no proof that you were the one taking them. I have no proof that she
Those are my pills.
It's probably the first time in a very long time I've actually interjected into a clip, because usually what I do is I watch through the entire clip, gather my thoughts, and then talk about it. What you heard just before in the middle of that clip was my genuine reaction to hearing what was said prior to that. So let's fill you in with some context for those you don't know. Now, I think the first thing to get out of the way, gabapentin may cause vision changes, clumsiness, unsteadiness, dizziness, drowsiness, sleepiness, or trouble with thinking. But it's one of those things where it isn't straight up you can't drive with it. It's more of a make sure you understand how your body reacts to this medicine before you drive. You're still allowed to drive when you have this in your system, by from what I can read. And furthermore, too, that if you don't know what gabapentin is, it's a anticonvulsant medication primarily used to treat partial seizures and necropathic pain. It is commonly used medication for the treatment of necropathic pain caused by diabetic nephropathy, post-energetic neuralgia, and central pain. I butchered every single one of those words, and you can't tell me otherwise. But this just seems so ridiculous to me. And then from what I can, it seems to be one of those situations where, yeah, in theory, this can get you in a lot of crap in America, but at the same time, it's very ridiculous. And then furthermore, too, that I'm just listening to this whole thing. If it was some form of prescription weed or alcohol, whatever, fair enough, makes sense. But this is pills, and these are prescription drugs that, at least via what is known, what I can gather on them, it's kind of one of those things where they are side effects that could affect your driving, but it's one of those things where you just need to know how your body reacts to it, and once you know that, you should be fine, kind of deal. And also, I loved the brief moment when the guy decided to try and find another way to continue this mess and saying, why does your car smell like weed? I'm glad that this was completely thrown out the window very quickly by them, and they decided to not pursue that further, because that's usually what I've seen police officers do in America when they have nothing else they can really use against someone. They just want to try and have the ability to search someone's car for no reason, which is ridiculous in the first place. This entire thing was just, what the hell are you doing? Here we venture to the UK, where McDonald's is refusing to take an English 50 British pound note because too much counterfeit tender has gone through in the country, so they just refuse to accept it. Here's a clip. Get back to you in a moment.
Stem.
Hello.
Are you going to take my English money?
We're not taking the £50, no, sorry.
So it's my little boy's 3rd birthday today, and this guy here won't let my little boy have a McDonald's. That's all he wants, because he won't take an English £50 note.
Yeah, we don't take them, sorry.
Why?
Because there are too many counterfeit ones about.
That's not my problem. That's not my problem. I haven't got a counterfeit one. You need to have the equipment to find out what's counterfeit and what's not. If your staff have taken fake money, that's not my fault. Yeah, it's down to you to check whether that's real or not.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we just don't take them. There's nothing I can do about it.
What do you mean there's nothing you can do about it? My boy's 3 years old today and he wants a McDonald's.
Yeah, sorry. We just don't take them, I'm afraid.
Right, this is going further than what you actually realise, mate. Okay. You're refusing to take English money. You're refusing to take English money.
Yeah, sorry. We don't take them.
Because someone else gave you fake money.
No, because there's too many in the country.
Someone else gave you fake money, so you're not going to let my little boy have a McDonald's on his birthday.
Many companies don't take us, sorry, it's just a thing we don't take.
Can you name them other companies, please? Can you name the other companies?
So 2 things first. First off, this person went to a different McDonald's that was also in the local area. They ended up accepting the $50 note, so at least they got their food that day, which is pretty good. But on the second note here, from what I can gather from doing a bit of research, legal tender in the UK has a very small route of definition. Like, businesses can just not accept what is technically legal tender for basically any reason they so choose. If it has to do with something, like if it's something to do with a debt and you're paying off a debt with legal tender, then in those cases they have to accept it. But if it's nothing to do with a debt, then they don't have to accept it. They can deny cash, they can deny cards, they can deny whatever they so choose as a business. Whether that keeps people happy or not is the other question, but that's a thing they can do. I don't agree to it here. I think it's ridiculously stupid. It's like, oh, there's too many counterfeit 50s in the country, so we're just going to have to not accept them. Sorry about that. Honestly, I'm sitting here thinking, as someone who's been behind a cash register before, and going off of it's a meal for a kid, I wouldn't be too surprised if they just didn't want to accept it because they don't want to go through the hassle of breaking a 50. Because that's annoying. Especially if you have to get a bunch of coins. They just didn't want to deal with that, which is, if that's the case, that's some level of what in the world I've never seen before. But, you know, makes sense. They just weren't accepting that 50 because too many counterfeits, bro. The guy in black was following the guy in pink's wife throughout the town whilst she picked up her kid and stuff on those lines. And so a little bit later, as we get to this point here, he decides to get involved and actually confront the guy. Now, here's something interesting. The sheer amount of restraint coming from the guy in pink over this entire thing is kind of insane, and I've got to commend him for it. Anyway, here's a clip.
Your woman's hopping out the car. Bro, you pulled in front of it at a stoplight, mother. Didn't. Really? You didn't yank in front of me and break me? You cut my ass off, didn't you? You cut my ass, homie. Bro, I'm not fighting you. Go back in your car. You got what you wanted. I was like a bitch. I ain't gonna fight you. Good shit. I'm not gonna do this shit, bro. I got something to do. Cool. Listen, your woman's the one who hopped out the car. That's why I'm still.
No, because you're pulling in front of people like a piece of shit. Make me. Make me.
I'm going to my side doing my shit. You too, bro. I'm going to as well. I'm still right here. So you're acting like your Mazda.
It beat your Jeep because you can't drive it, clearly.
Why am I
It doesn't have to be faster because you followed us like a fucking weirdo. You still are. You don't think it's a little weird?
Not at all.
No? Okay.
I don't know. You guys both got your cameras out. That's great.
Oh,
Well, I mean, at this point, you're following.
It's a safety thing. You're following people around.
I mean, altercation. Just leave. I never said anything about fighting. Bro, your woman's the one who hopped out the car.
Yeah, because you pulled in front of us.
Bro, I'm not doing this. That never happened to you.
Okay.
Okay, then it didn't happen. Stop following.
Then why are you here?
If it didn't happen, why are you doing this?
Okay.
I'm shopping. So I'm shopping this way. I got a couple of angles on me.
Okay. Loser.
So you're shopping, right? I am. Come on, man. You're shopping too, right? I'm just getting evidence so you can if you are not looking for some shit, I got evidence on you. Because I got evidence you pull in front of me and shit too. I got dashing on the car, mister.
So do something or f*** off.
I don't need to do either of those things.
Okay.
Meanwhile, by the way, bro, your Jeep is just parked out there. Yeah. On a real note, I hope you don't get towed.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, I know some companies, they ain't getting any of that though.
No, you're
I hope
I'm just saying, like,
we're not even recording.
Oh, okay, sure.
I have been.
The guy's whole attitude about this is kind of insane. Just the fact that he starts talking about the, quote, woman who got out of the car first. And when that, quote, woman starts to talk back, he quickly flaps his hand over to us and says, shut up, not talking to you. It's just like, that is insane behavior. And honestly, just by that little clip there at the start, just tells me everything I need to know about how you perceive women in your life. Just the fact that you start talking about them, but when that person you're talking about wants to get involved in the conversation, you immediately tell them to no, go away, I'm not talking to you. Like, that's just insane. Here we watch some quite literal insane behavior because these people have pulled up to the drive-thru here, they see someone they believe, they quote, they know and have fought before, and according to the person behind the camera, that is not the case, and they do some pretty crazy crap.
You come to my job throwing water bottles at me, saying you know me and you want to fight me, but you yet to know my name. What's my name? Huh? You can give her money back. That girl threw a whole water bottle at my head. What's my name, Mom? I don't know you. I'm just trying to do my job. Who are you? She said we fought before. Baby, I ain't have a fight since last year. The last person I fought was a grown-ass woman. Big grown, bitch. Why would I come outside? I'm getting paid. I'm trying to figure out who are you. Bitch, this is stranger danger. She pulled up at my job, said she know me. I don't know you. You weird. You pull up with a face full of makeup saying you know me. What's her name? What's your name? What's your name? Bitch, you're weird. I would do this. What's your name? This is funny. What's your name? I'm getting paid for you acting stupid. What's your name? That's what she had. Yeah, let me see her. That's what she had. What's your name? Yeah, that's what she had. You weird. This girl pulled through. If anybody know this crazy ass girl, she pulled through the drive-thru, said she want to fight me, and we had a fight before, and I don't know her from Adam to Eve. I don't know the bitch from Adam to Eve. I don't know.
You throw it on me, baby. It's gonna be something.
Ooh, big bitch. You a dumbass, dirty bitch.
648
Now, I don't know whether the first part is true or not, whether the person behind the camera is actually 100% telling the truth about the fact that she's never encountered these people before and never fought them. That might be entirely a lie. Either way, the behavior shown off in this video is quite literally crazy. The fact you pull up to a drive-thru and you start throwing crap at the drive-thru window to the person there because you think you know them, and at the point here when they've got the door mostly closed, you have someone in the back hop partway through the window to pull the window open to throw a drink at them. It's like, seriously? You're just that crazy? You're doing that at a place that probably has a bajillion cameras about that will catch every little detail about your car and your face and everything in between, and will probably come back to bite you in the ass because now the company's involved in this mess. It's like, it's just... I would wager a bet they don't even share a single brain cell between the entire group. Some racist remarks get said before the recording of this clip here, and then we jump into the recording of the clip here with this fun Karen in a store.
Her country, right?
That's not your f***ing business where I send them to.
I'll have you arrested for foul language.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Yeah, don't start with me.
What? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Police. She's attacking.
No, your husband just called me Mexican. Your husband just called me Mexican.
You're abusing. You're abusing me, and you're.
Where am I abusing you? Because you're too slow to shop. That's how. That's why. Because you want dollar stuff.
I hope you get cancer. You have a gypsy curse on you, baby. Take that back to your country.
I belong here. Que el pinche viejo me dijo Mexican.
¿Qué tiene que ver eso?
Stop recording me.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna have you arrested for foul language. I don't think there's even I don't know a Western country that even arrests you for swearing at all. You can swear at the police in America, and that's all they can do about it. Oh God, what a crazy person. Also, just gonna say this here: if someone starts to record you and you ask them to not record you when you're currently recording them, that's kind of silly. Like, seriously. Here we have a guy who gets caught throwing rocks at baby ducks who he claims are, quote, invasive. Here's a clip.
What's your name?
Benny Davis.
Stop throwing the rocks at the ducks.
You need to tend to your...
No, I'm going right to the office with this video footage.
Call them.
I'm taking the footage to the office.
Call them. Those are Muscovy ducks. Learn your laws before you run your mouth.
Do not throw things at animals. It literally is a sign right there saying do not harm the animals over there on the storage unit. I'm taking this video right to the office. Have a nice day, sir.
I'm the one who put the sign there.
And I will go right to the office. You should know better. You should know better.
Species that have been deemed as invasive species to areas, they've got their own little weird, wacky shenanigans to it. I don't understand the American way in any way, shape, or form. Not even going to try to look it up because it's just a mess that doesn't particularly matter in this case here. It's just like, it's ducks. What are they going to do to you? If there's a sign literally say don't harm the animals, maybe just follow it. Though in saying that, I live in Australia, a country where we've got an invasive species known as cane toads that are, well, if you've heard any stories about Australians and their cane toads, you might remember some of the atrocities that we've done. I don't know, use them as golf balls, stab the screwdriver through them, various other shenanigans that various different people do. It's an entire thing. They're an invasive species. We treat them like it because they breed more than we can even kill off, even with the stupidity we do, and they get treated like crap, you know? Fun stuff. I don't know. Here we have an interesting clip where we watch a guy get fired from his job for one reason or another. We'll talk about that in a moment. I just want you to watch it and form your own opinion. Let's go.
Appreciate you, gang.
Just so you know.
Hold on, don't talk about.
Just so you know, moving forward, I do not want you in the building unless you're out front as a guest. That's the only way you're allowed to be in this.
I am a guest.
Hey, man. I'm trying to be understanding to everything.
You weren't earlier.
I don't think you were either, though.
No, I was.
No, you weren't.
I was not coming in your face telling you, like, get out, like, leave,
No.
or, like...
Are you sure about that?
Because you were in my face. So first I'm telling you, get out my face.
Because I asked you to leave and you didn't.
No, you're being rude.
No.
I was telling everybody...
I asked you to leave.
No, you
didn't. I said, please
You said, get out. Get out.
I said, please leave the building.
Nah, you said, get out.
When we were at the table?
When we were at the table, you said you can leave after I tried putting my 2 weeks in.
Yes,
And
because...
you fired me for no reason.
Did you know Texas is an at-will state? Do you know what that means?
I don't care what that means. I'm telling you, you fired me for no reason. Correct or not?
I fired you for
what?
all the reasons.
For what? Name one.
You walked out of your shift on Monday
I walked out of my shift? No, I did not.
Yes,
I clocked
you did.
out.
Yeah, you
I didn't
clocked
walk
out and walked out. That's
While
the same
manager
thing.
said you're okay to go.
Yes, but that's
Yeah.
still an issue.
What?
2, you're not taking care of your duties on...
I do all my duties. I do everything I need to do. 100%.
You're right, absolutely.
I
How
know
about
I
this?
am.
Because that's why
Y'all are doing me wrong, Mike.
We're not doing
Y'all
anything
are.
wrong, Billy.
Y'all are.
No, we're
Yes,
not.
y'all are.
I don't understand why you're coming...
Why'd you fire me, though?
We fired you for performance. We fired you for...
For performance? What do I not perform on?
Your duties when we ask you to do them.
I did a
and-
manager's job yesterday.
No, you didn't.
Hot Side Expo's not a manager's job. Only managers should be there. Chris told me that yesterday, Mike. Word for word.
So, but guess what? What happens when Jacob expos?
What do you mean what happened? He's not supposed to. It's not
Outbackers-
right.
Again, so this is something that I feel like you are not going to try to understand our position.
I understand, though.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
But again, Billy, I'm asking you to please leave, and you don't even follow that request. Because
I can leave. I was just grabbing my food.
Okay, you're grabbing your food because you left, and then you decided you wanted to come back.
'Cause I'm hungry.
Talk to the staff and.
I
get
can
your
talk
food.
to the staff because they're here.
That's fine. Yeah, that's cool.
So then why'd you bring it up?
Because I've asked you to leave, and you're causing an issue with our business.
No, I'm
now.
not.
Yes,
I
you
was
are,
ordering
Billy.
food. I
Yes,
didn't do
but
anything
then-
wrong.
But again, I asked you to leave.
Your employees are over here. And I can leave. You know what I'm saying? I can leave whenever I want.
Okay.
I don't need to leave when you ask me.
So how about this?
What kind of manager does that to a customer?
If you come back up here, we're gonna have you criminally trespassed because you're not listening to what I'm asking.
How come you're not calling the cops? You're the best manager ever. That's crazy.
Bye.
Good luck, Mike.
But the manager on duty said I was good to go. Well, that still caused a problem. See, that's the reason why I'm firing you. It just sounds like that the guy put in his 2 weeks notice to leave, and they were just like, you know what, let's not take the chance of him dragging us down, so we're just going to effectively fire him on the spot, which becomes another question on, does your work laws actually protect you from those type of issues? Because I know over here in Australia, if you put in your 2 weeks notice and then get fired in response to that, the company still has to pay you for the equivalent hours you would have gotten over the next 2 weeks, and then pay out your annual leave, because it's like one of those things where I've already put in the notice to leave on my own terms, and you can't then in response go to fire me. You can have me not work those 2 weeks, but you still have to pay me for those 2 weeks. At least that's how it rolls over here in Australia. And then it's just like, it sounds like the other reason was just like some very watered down dog crap excuses just to say, nah, we don't want you for the 2 weeks that you're here remaining for, because we don't trust that you'll continue to do a good work ethic. We don't trust that you won't just suddenly start doing your job extremely poorly so you make us look bad, or other things on those lines, which is a common thing. I've seen it countless occasions where someone's put in their 2 weeks notice and they just come in for the next 2 weeks, put in the minimum effort they possibly can, screw everyone else over, because, you know, they don't care. They're leaving anyway. There isn't much that can be done. They've already put in the thing to leave. Most of the time, though, it just tends to be that they just burn through all their sick leave for those 2 weeks. I don't know. It just seems that in response to this guy putting in his 2 weeks notice to leave the job, they just decided to fire him instead, which is a question of other terms and whether you agree if that's a good decision or not. Good on you. Here you have a Kevin who's a genius who likes to steal Amazon packages, being confronted for doing so.
Why did you ring my bell saying that you're Amazon?
So I work with Starry, so this is the only way I was able to get in the building. The account manager sent me there to see if there was paperwork in there.
I know you're going around stealing packages. All I know is if you come into my building again, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. The whole building and the whole block.
Totally not suspicious hate behavior whatsoever, casually walking into an apartment complex, looking in a room where packages may or may not be dropped off, going to put down your umbrella, actually deciding not to and walking away. Totally not odd behavior in any way, shape or form. In this clip, we have a little bit of an issue here. So the customer, the guy behind the camera, has discovered this item on the shelf in Walmart, labeled at $97. He decides to scan the item just to curiously see, like, is it actually $97? It turns out it's scanning up at $149. So he gets the staff involved, like, hey, what's this? And we have a very interesting conversation. Let's get into it.
But if he scanned it like he said he did.
So when you scan this, it says one.
Go ahead.
What does it say?
149.
But why does this display say 97?
Yeah, we're gonna scan it together. I can't tell you why the display.
What if I didn't have a
display.
scanner though?
You'd have got up there and scanned this, just like we're gonna scan this.
But isn't that like?
No, it's not false advertising.
Why not?
It's not.
Why not?
Because if you scanned it like you say you did, it's going to show you the price of it.
But the display says 97.
The display says 197, but you just told me you scanned it. So if you scanned it, let's scan it.
What if I didn't have a scanner though?
But you talking about what ifs? We can't talk about what ifs.
What
if the world was green and this wouldn't be invented.
You can't rely on your customers, every single person, to have a scanner.
I can't, and I can't rely on what every single person says either, right? And since you said that
I can't rely on what Walmart says either. Then
okay, so you're right. You can't rely on what Walmart says, right?
I can't rely on what you're saying either.
You can't rely on what I'm saying. So
it's okay to call Michael
Who is Michael?
Or what's
his name is Nicholas.
Nicholas. I'll call Nicholas. And he, what is he gonna tell me?
He's gonna tell you if you scanned it just like you say you did.
What if
like
I didn't
this?
scan it though?
But that's not what you said. So we're talking about ifs.
Yeah.
That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
If you scanned it like you said you did,
you
scanned it like
you're
you
making
said
me
you did,
you're making me
it's
taking it,
$149.
you're making me think that this exact model right here.
I'm not making you think anything because you
Walmart.
came to me.
You
No,
represent
Walmart
Walmart.
is not making you think anything.
Yeah, it says 97.
No, because Walmart isn't making you think anything because you came to me, a Walmart employee, and got me and said you scanned
You're
this.
a representative of Walmart.
I am. Listen, we're going to go through this. I am a representative of Walmart.
So Walmart is telling me that
Walmart
that's 97.
is telling you that this is $149.
No, it's telling me it's
telling
97.
you that this is $149
It says
because
97.
you walked up to me and said you scanned this.
Let me see. All right. So what does it say? It says 97, and this is
Go ahead and scan it.
This was there, right?
Go ahead and scan it.
Was that there?
Go ahead and scan it.
Was that there?
Go ahead and scan it.
That's fine, but you get it that
Was
it
that
says
there or not?
97
But go
there,
ahead
right?
and scan it.
Was that there
but
in
you
display or
understand
not?
also, right, that it says 97
I understand
there,
that.
and that's kind of
I
like...
understand.
That's
Okay,
kind of like...
okay, I get it.
Like, it kinda gets, like,
so you need to.
like what?
It doesn't get you anything because I don't have a problem with giving you the vacuum cleaner for $97. He came to me and said he scanned it and it said it was $97.
No, I know.
It's not $97.
No,
it's not $97.
I scanned it and I knew it was a model.
Okay.
I scanned it and I knew it was a model. I understand the prices vary online and in the app.
No, I'm not talking about online or in the app. I'm not talking about anybody who said anything about online or in the app.
Okay, but you're disregarding
It says
the
here,
fact that it says
prices.
I'm not disregarding anything.
This wasn't displayed. You just took it out of there, right?
This was displayed right here.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning.
It was displayed right there.
Let's put it back. We're gonna start from the beginning because see, this is what you came and got me and said.
Yes.
It was displayed just like that.
And when you scan that exact same thing that says 97, when you scan it, it gives you this model, right? It gives you the model.
When
right?
you scan this thing, it doesn't say $97.
But it says
It's
this model.
It doesn't say $97.
But it gives you this model.
I understand. $149.
Yeah, sure. It doesn't say.
Okay.
It doesn't. I agree with you.
It says $149.
I agree.
Okay, so you would like for us to match the price for $97?
Sure.
Not a problem. That's all we have to do from the beginning.
All right.
I love how quickly the Walmart employee just goes, yep, I'll just give you the $97 for the item then, when she realizes that he's been recording this entire interaction, because it's just like seems so nuts that she's trying her best. Nope, it's $149. That is what it is because you scanned it and it showed up at that. That's just not how that works. Now, right now I'm about to cite Australian consumer law, which I understand is a lot stricter and a lot stronger when compared to the consumer laws in America. But if the display ticket is either for the correct item or the shelf's been misfilled, like let's say this cleaning product has been filled into the slot where our dishwashing liquid is going, and the dishwasher liquid is cheaper than this cleaning product, but unfortunately they filled like 10 of this cleaning product in front of the ticket for the dishwasher liquid. They have to honor that price because it's been misfilled. That item is filled up in that slot at the wrong price, and they have to honor the price for the person who spots it and brings it up, and they have to immediately fix it. Well, in most cases, if it's an item that's under $50 or $100, depending on the policy of the supermarket, you actually get the item for free if it's displayed at the wrong price. Again, if it's an expensive item, they'll just match the lowest price at that point. But like that's just how it is. There's no matter what's happened afterwards, if it's displayed underneath the wrong price, that's the price they get it at. And that be that simple. Here you have a Karen at a restaurant who apparently got caught a bitch by the waitress and decided that the best course of action here is to not only go off at everyone, including the customers and police people that are there, but also threaten to have the entire restaurant shut down.
Did you touch me? I know, because you're a asshole. You're a asshole. It's none of your business if I say why or not. Did you touch me? Why did she touch me? She cannot touch me. Why did she touch me? 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 She has no right to touch me. Enjoy this restaurant. You have no right to touch me. You have no.
Like you're embarrassing.
Ruining it. Yeah. Because
You're being
calls me
aggressive.
bitch. Your waitress
You are being
called me
aggressive.
bitch.
Your waitress called me bitch.
You need to treat people with respect.
I'm gonna close this restaurant. I'm gonna close this restaurant. Your waitress called me bitch in front of everyone.
You pushed her and tried to take her check.
I did push her?
You took
Are you guys liars?
No.
Are you guys liars?
I don't know what you want us to
Call
do.
their manager. I need to talk to the manager. Right now.
Our manager's right there. It's your
Not the manager for the waitress, manager of the restaurant.
He's not here.
Call him or her. I know he's not here. Call him. Call him.
He's right there.
Where?
He's right there.
Okay, go get him. Go get
There's
him.
nothing we can do, lady.
Go get him. Go get him. I know, because you guys are scared. Because this is not the way you should react to your customer.
I love a good old taste of entitled Karens. The sheer entitlement, like, okay, yeah. Being called a bitch, like, depending on the context, is probably not right. Again, depending on the context. We don't have the context here. Because, you know, these people have only started recording after they hear someone start screaming and shouting and letting it all out. So we don't have what happened prior to that. But going off of how you're choosing to react about this entire thing, I think it may be a bit of an over-exaggeration, overreaction, maybe. Just Here we have a Karen who could not wait until the new year kicked in order to become the first Karen recorded on camera in 2024 by complaining about people using fireworks at midnight.
Last time you had was bullshit. Okay. They're connecting. Enough is enough. You're disrespectful to every neighborhood. Here, they have called the police. They have called the police. They have called the police. We have a party here going on. They've been doing fireworks for 4 to 5 hours. They won't stop.
But we stopped now. We just say so. We didn't know. Stop.
I haven't done that for 4 hours. They have animals. This is not right. You people came here after.
You people?
This neighborhood
What are
was
you
very
talking
quiet.
about, your people? Excuse me, man.
Hey, wait, no. Hey,
Very
no.
Jimmy.
When you say about your people,
you're going
it's not
I
like
mean
that.
in general. I don't mean just because of whatever nationality you are. But this is disrespectful now.
All right, you're being disrespectful. Police are on the way. Stop.
Yeah.
Take your mom inside.
It's okay. The police are on the way. You can let them handle it.
You think you're going to have this party keeping all my
Yeah, we will.
And I will take this.
It's not 4 hours.
Your next door neighbor is a city councilman. Was Corey. Well, the next time the meeting is,
Hey, you're done.
you hit my house also. That's the last time the police were here.
You are aware of all this? No. So if you,
Enough.
it's okay. I'm aware of it now. We're done.
Okay.
Put all this away.
Thank you very much.
Now get out of the property.
Bye, you.
Hey, no, you're done. You're done. Hey.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Better hope everybody.
You're trespassing. Bye.
Y'all are fine. I'm not.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my boy.
Happy New Year.
Yes, it sucks. I do agree to the point that, yeah, having fireworks going off at midnight at night kind of sucks, especially if you've got work the next day. Trust me, I worked New Year's Day. It was quiet. It was very dead. I don't know why I was there. And there was fireworks that went off in Australia, in my local area, at 9 o'clock at night and then at midnight. That's just how it goes. You're rolling into the new year. You've got to expect that most places are going to have fireworks. And then in a country like America, where fireworks can be brought by normal people, you're going to expect to hear a lot of them throughout the New Year's night. That's just how it's going to go. I mean, I'm sure you've been there long enough to understand this fact. This shouldn't be the first time you're experiencing hearing fireworks in the neighborhood on New Year's Eve for you. Here we have an interesting situation where these customers weren't exactly happy with their Taco Bell order. Apparently, it was thrown in haphazardly and caused a mess inside the bag. Either way, we don't know exactly what it looked like inside the bag because we start when they've already dumped the contents of the bag out on the bench after they've come back from seeing the order.
Okay, we want a refund on this. We called.
And half my food's broken up. It's crap.
You guys didn't do nothing. You didn't even care. I called your corporate, or I tried to call your corporate. It's closed. Your manager, Jeremy, didn't give a the phone up on me. We want our back. You don't throw food in a bag just like that.
Okay.
You ordered online, correct? Yes. Whoever the Jeremy is, he can go to I don't appreciate being hung up on. I need a refund first.
No, you ain't getting a refund.
I want a refund.
I can't do anything.
I don't care. This is my money we're talking. Then remake my meal. Remake my meal, dude.
Threw it on the counter.
Because it's already open.
You call this, and then my freedom. Is it seriously?
You can't just rip me off on my money, bro.
You know what?
I want my money, bro.
I can't do anything about it. It's online. I can't.
Then remake the meal.
Nah, you threw it on the counter being disrespectful.
I dumped it out to show you how you guys threw it in my thing.
This is Whitney talking about 244 Three Swing Drive. I got an agitated customer that just refuses to leave.
I want my money, bro.
They came in here throwing the food all over the place. I
didn't throw food all over the place. I want my money, bro. I want my money back. I want my money, bro. Y'all think I'm f***ing watch? They called the police and they're refusing to give me my money. Who are you talking to?
My mom.
They're refusing to give the money. They called the police.
I'm sorry, but I think you've kind of lost a bit of your argument there, especially with how you've chosen to handle this one. Going with the whole fact of like, okay, we got my online order, we've walked away, now we've looked at it, we've come back, and instead of just giving them the bag and letting them look at the state of the food in there, we've decided to upend the bag and emptied it out on the counter. Like, it's one of those things where, yeah, it may have been in a shit spot. Like, they may have just haphazardly thrown it all in. That might be true. They'll never know now because you've just dumped the contents onto the bench and and there's a very high likelihood that when it was dumped like that, it could have been opened up, it could have had this and that, like just a bunch of issues here. And yeah, it was probably, depending on how you were talking to the manager, it was probably rude for them to hang up. Probably. I say probably because, you might have been being very abusive and then that becomes less so, Though what I do find funny is how much of a trash heap your car looks like. Like, buddy, do you have any leg room down there? It looks like it's all just rubbish. First up, we got a person on the plane with their kid who's apparently making some noise. Unfortunately, we don't have exactly the knowledge of what happened beforehand, but the story goes that the passengers on this flight were collectively bashing on a mother of a 2-year-old boy on the plane after he couldn't keep quiet during the flight.
Exactly.
No. We're about to get off this. You gotta get over it.
He hasn't napped. He's only 2 years old. There's a lot of people here. Do you understand that?
How old are you again? 2?
Doesn't fucking matter. Shut your kid up. God damn. Some of better shit, mom.
Yo. Look, I get it. I recently had to deal with this on one of the recent flights I took going to an event last month, but it's one of those things where this is what's going to happen with kids. It's very unfortunate that sometimes a baby will be on the plane and sometimes you get super lucky they'll sleep for the entire trip, and other times you get events like this where the kid just won't stop crying. Doesn't make you a bad parent, and saying someone's a bad mother because their kid won't stop crying is just like, it's just not fair, especially in a situation where they're on a plane and flying. This could be various different things here, and one of the biggest things is they've got a massive disadvantage here. They don't have all the bits and pieces they need that may successfully make the kid be happy again, because you can only take so much on a carry-on on the plane with you. And heck, this could be the first time the kid's even flown in his life, so it's a very weird experience to go through. So logically speaking, you're going to be a little bit upset because this is odd. This don't make any sense. It's just unfair to go after a mother like that for something so minimal. This is an interesting clip here. So what's happened here is that one of the students of the mother who's behind the camera has been caught using their phone multiple times in class, interrupting the class with it, yada yada yada. I'm sure you get the idea where we're going here. The teacher has confiscated the phone in response to these issues and decided it'd be a great idea that at the end of the school day, rather than giving the phone back to the student or giving the phone to the office and have the parent come in and collect it from there, she's decided to take it home with her and will give it to the school the next day. The mother now used an app to track down the phone and found it at the teacher's house and has come over to reclaim it. Here's what happens next.
So why is his phone in your house, though? We haven't gotten to that part yet.
What's important is that your son is always on his phone. He's always talking.
Ma'am, that is important. I paid a whole bunch of money for that phone. So I don't care about what disrespectful he is. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about why my son's phone is in your house right now.
He keeps talking. He interrupts me, disrespects me.
I can see why. Because you stealing phones. Can you go get my son's phone and give it to me? Right, you stealing phones. Let me find out. You flipping phones? That's what you doing? Taking phones from little kids?
His phone back when I take.
No, my son gonna get his phone back right now. Bet money, ma'am. Listen, Miss Green, I'm trying to be nice to you, Miss Green. I'm trying to be nice to you, Miss Green. Miss Green, run me my son's phone. No, run me my son's phone. Y'all see this? Look at it. Yes, I'm gonna record. Yes, I'm gonna record you because you trifling. She's taking. This is Miss Green. She done took my son's phone. I done had iPhone, found the phone here, and she won't run me my stuff. Run me my son's phone. Ma'am, you talking about the wrong thing. Yo, I swear, listen, I'm telling you, listen to me. If you don't run me my phone, run me, I'm gonna get it back right now. No, at your house, ma'am, don't do that. Don't push on me. Nope, ain't no have a nice day. No, run me my son. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Like I said, I'm not leaving here. No, you're stealing. That's called grand theft. That's called grand theft. Yes.
Are you pushing me?
Listen, I told you. No, I'm telling you to run me my son's phone.
Okay, I gotta call the cops.
Well, go ahead, call the cops. I don't give a think I care. You really think No, I'm gonna get his phone here because as soon as the cops come, I'm gonna say she stole a $1,500 phone and you going to jail.
His phone from the principal.
Today, ma'am, I'm gonna either get my phone right now or I'm gonna take it out of somewhere you're not gonna like. Yo, I'm telling you. Run me my son's phone. You see what I'm saying? I'm not coming back nothing because I'm not leaving. I'm getting the phone right now. Watch me. Ma'am, don't push on my foot. Don't push on my foot. Do not push on my foot. Thank you. Y'all see how trifling she is? You see who she is, guys.
I'm a wonderful teacher.
No, you're not.
Look, I get a lot of these phone issues. It was a prevalent thing back when I was still in school about like 5, 6, 7 years ago. But on the same point, the moment you left the school with the student's phone still in your possession is the moment that you've done something wrong. At the end of the day, at the worst, even like you should have at least given it to the office and have the parent come in and reclaim it after school hours. You should never have taken it home with you. Like there's no reason to ever need to do that. And it's just like, it's one of those things where I'm sitting here and I don't get it. Like, I suppose the whole phone issue's become 10 times worse since I was last in school a while ago. But rules that were in place there was that basically, like, I know now a lot of schools are just starting to ban the use of phones in school hours outright. But back when I was still in school, basically the idea was if you get caught with your phone in class, you'd have to take it up to the office and you couldn't get your phone back until the end of the day. If this happened enough times to you, you'd just be outright suspended from the school for a bit because, you know, you're clearly not here to learn. You're clearly here just to do your own thing and not really do anything about it. So that was your punishment for it. And I don't know if that was the right way to handle that either, but I don't think the way of handling it is to take the student's phone back to your house after you've confiscated from them. That's just not right in any degree whatsoever. In this next clip, we got a person who sprays some perfume inside of a school bus filled to the brim with people, and this is the driver's reaction to it all.
I can smell it. I didn't do anything. I didn't spray anything.
Sick of you. I'm sick of all of this. I'm done with it. I'm gonna start kicking some serious. Do you hear me? Yes. My foot's gonna be so far up your goddamn. It's gonna dangle out your goddamn nose. I'm done with you. That phone in your bag. Now you give it to me. All right, fine. Done. God dang it, I can smell it!
I didn't spray anything.
I'm allergic to this.
Open her I didn't spray anything. It's right in the big backpack.
You like to start too, Maya. You're no innocent angel here. I'm done with this. Done. I've had my fill. I'm done with it. I'm ready to walk off this goddamn bus right now and let you people walk the home. How much more do you think anybody can freaking take? Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear another goddamn word out of your mouth.
Okay.
Excuse me. What did I just tell you? You think it's funny? You think it's funny? You're all... No, you didn't. You're so full of Jackson. You're as bad as he is. Done. Done. Not another goddamn word out of any of you.
So aside from that being quite a funny reaction, especially when she describes how she's going to put her foot so far up someone's ass it's going to dangle out their nose. that was beautiful. But okay, let's talk serious for a moment. There's a legitimate reason to be annoyed at people like this, because it's just like spraying fragrances or deodorants or anything to do with spraying in general in a enclosed area where there's a bunch of people can cause a lot of fucking problems. Over here in Australia, it's a very common rule that you are not to use deodorants aside from roll-ons at school whatsoever. It's a hard ban because of flipping allergies. People have asthma. It can cause problem with those people. Other people are allergic to what's inside of aerosols and other sprays along those lines, and it can cause a lot of problems. To the point where if you get caught spraying an aerosol, especially in a room where there's other people in there, it can get you straight up booted from the school. Because it's like one of those hard rules that can potentially severely injure someone with an allergic reaction or potentially kill them. So I can understand where this bus driver is coming from this reaction, because this shit deadly to certain people who are allergic to it, like really bad.